Time's up. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rise of the Rune Lords, Chapter 3, Session 19. In the previous
I gotta change the title.
We're organized.
In the previous session, pasta spooning, our party attempted to, tie off a loose end.
By party, do you mean me?
Yeah. And the sorcerer almost unraveled doing so. They were unable to clinch the fight with Black Maga, but they did get some interesting information from the cleric about possible sources of weather magic and possible Lamashtu worshippers. Black Maga legends seem to indicate that creature was tied to Lamashtu. Trakar got a nasty gram. Seems like he's been abandoned by his chosen deity. Abandoned or maybe taken interest in an uncomfortable way.
Yeah, that would be fair.
That has yet to be determined. But yeah, apparently it was a little at odds with general practices to be fighting this beast, turns out.
Yeah, and the priest was super excited to hear about me following Lamashtu.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that were real comfortable with your loud declaration of faith.
Well, I can't help that everybody else is posers.
Yeah. It's a real problem. But you guys, for your assistance, said, hey, I need to catch some Z's. You were introduced to the mayor and noble element of Turtleback Ferry, who offered accommodation in the large mayoral mansion on the hill, well out of the range of the rising waters. This district had turned into a impromptu refugee camp, and the cleric excused himself to go do as much aid as he could possibly do before resting himself, and promised to get back to you with some additional magic aid for the party, specifically the reattachment of a hand, which turned out that our local friendly tailor was able to provide material components for, though the embellishment on his robes are somewhat diminished by the removal of this gold thread. Also, some of you were suffering from wisdom issues, so that could also probably be restored.
That's just the status quo.
Yeah. And then in general, you're all real beat up. Like, your health levels as a party are substandard.
Oh, as a party. Okay. That's pretty good.
I'm fine.
You guys, what happened to you guys? You guys get us up?
But there was some pasta spooning, what we coined the other day, between Caladril and his extra limbs and the Ifrit. Pretty much as a payback for being a serious bed hug. But I'm not going to speak to how restful any individual's night's sleep was. But you do awaken in the morning, not beset upon by beasts or other horrors, at least in reality. Don't know what your dreams were like, but
I think that's the closest any of us have gotten to like a real night's rest. And good Lord, how long has it been?
Too long, as far as you're concerned. But that could have been yesterday.
I definitely had night terrors.
Ah!
We got to sleep with a roof over our head.
I'm sure Raina and Shalelu were real pleased with you.
Screaming from the
Screaming.
baffles. Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of the little nest in the corner of the room.
Everything's going according to plan.
Perfect.
She's got to be like, Raina's just like, it's okay, Shalelu. He does this. I'm sorry. I'm killing the sexy time mood with the screams of horror.
All right, this is like Seagull in Little Mermaid.
Exactly.
Mhm. That's always been the song of his people.
It totally is. Because I'm an albatross.
Right.
Anyhow.
As an aside, yesterday Valerie saw some seagulls flying around, and she said, "There's penguins up there."
Perfect.
Be some pretty surprised penguins now.
Right? We can fly. So we had a nice overnight rest. How many hit points are we supposed to regain from that?
You get to heal your con mod.
Woo.
Woo.
Yep. Minimum one, right?
You don't have to take damage.
Oh God.
Every time I go to sleep, I die a little bit. That's true of all of us, though, if you think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's more of a systematic problem.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
I always said I want to die in my sleep.
only get 1 key point upon awakening because of my stupid wisdom damage that I took.
So I'm free to dole out health stuff, right? Or are we going to die again pretty soon?
Oh, we're going to die again.
I mean,
All right, I'll save it.
aren't we already dead? Is this not the afterlife?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
It goes tits up from here.
Like, do I wake up underwater?
Jesus.
Yeah, the first thing you see when you wake up, there's a fish swimming by your head.
Oh,
Reyna and Caladriel, you hear footsteps. They seem to be tentative footsteps, like someone is trying to be quiet. Just outside of the doors to your respective room. You're sort of across the hall from each other.
Wait, say that again?
Say what again? Say what?
Say what?
From
One
who?
more goddamn time.
So the sounds are coming from outside of the room that we are sleeping in?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to stealth over and sort of be by the door just to make sure that whoever is coming in is friendly, let's say.
Caladriel, I just woke up. I can't speak. Caladriel gently rocks Jeroom to wake him up. Honey, we're at Grandma's house. Wake up.
Oh, Grandma.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Just start slapping.
That wasn't me.
This is gone.
Caladriel grabs the pillow and just starts forcing it down over Jeroom's face.
I said, wake up. That talk. Shut up. There's someone outside the room. Shut up.
He's so aggressive.
Just kill me. This 100 thread count is sandpaper against my face.
That might be my boxers. Sorry.
Wow.
I feel sorry for your dangly bits.
Maybe the head to toe wasn't the arrangement you wanted.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Everything is still lined up head to toe. Anyways,
So,
Jeroom's awake.
yeah. There is a light tapping at your chamber door.
My chamber door? My chamber door?
Mm-hmm.
What's the line? What's the next line from the Raven?
We ain't got time for that.
Ah! That one.
You want to get that, or should I?
Did you call for room service?
No, I did not.
So somebody's actually knocking on the door. I'm going to assume that they're not here to kill us. So I will open the door.
Terrible assumption.
Right?
As you open the door, they kill you.
I'd like to see them try.
They kill you with breakfast. Oh my god!
The worst.
Food.
The best death.
There are breakfast meats. There are eggs.
Woo!
It was a light tapping, such that if you were still sleeping, it wouldn't wake you up. But if you were awake, you would know it was happening.
So it's the butler.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is
Matter
what is
of fact, it's one of the the maid and the butler.
Ooh.
what does a butler do?
He muddles.
He muddles.
Butler is head of the kitchen and dining room. Keep everything tidy.
And they also run the entire house staff.
That too.
So, you are both greeted. Well, Arena specifically, since she opened the door, is greeted with a breakfast. It's not a continental breakfast. It's closer to an English breakfast because it does involve fish, given that this is a waterfront town. So they smoked you a kipper.
Ooh.
Is there tea? I require tea.
There is tea.
Fantastic.
Is there eggs Benedict?
No.
I rant about the fact there is no eggs Benedict.
Literally
There are eggs.
no to tea.
There are some hard-boiled eggs. There are some.
And the butler's name is Benedict.
Are there eggs, Benedict? Yes. There are several eggs.
Perfect. Perfect.
Nothing Trakar likes better than eggs.
Oh.
No, other birds' eggs, sure. Just not into eating my own young,
Yeah.
I will give breakfast to the other people.
Okay. There's another tap on your door, Caladriel.
All right, I'll get it. Keep the bed warm for me, honey. Dream gets an ass smack, and I get up, go to the door.
By warm, I assume he means set the bed on fire.
Yeah.
I'll say
That is the wrong assumption because this building is made of wood.
Also, the divot that
I won't
Caladriel, the divot that Caladriel left in the bed is shockingly moist.
You.
Apparently,
Okay, I'm good. I'm done with this bed. Bed is done. Done. Like,
What am I, a sweaty sleeper?
he's
really
a
tempted
night
to set this mattress on fire.
he's a night sweater. This one,
You.
and you can't
It
have
happens. It's glandular.
infinite
Right.
mutations without some side effects, buddy.
Infinite what?
Mutations.
Mutations. I see.
Can't just quaff anything under the sun, and
Yeah, the barking and general psychosis aren't side effects enough. Okay.
So
Open the door.
you are greeted by a breakfast spread.
Hey.
Thank you, my good sir. I will take this. I will take this pot of tea here, and do you have a knife with which I can scrape my skin off?
There is a knife for the marmalade, sir.
That'll have to do, I suppose.
He has that
Marmalade.
serving staff bearing of like, no matter what outrageous thing you say, he's not going to react to it in a professional capacity, like in front of you.
He's not going to react to it in a professional capacity.
Well, he might like gossip about it downstairs with the rest of the
Help.
help, but he's definitely not going to bat an eye at your perversions like in front of you.
Mm.
He's a
well
trained.
Well, another time I'll take that as a challenge, but this is not that morning.
Consummate professional, that guy.
I've just increased my perversion to level 3. Do give your comments. It is for posterity. It says now that the butler sees that both of you are indeed awake, both of your separate parties in the rooms, he will say, there was a message for you from the father. He says that he will be waiting down by the courtyard, down by the fountain.
Has the water risen up any further?
Yes, I'm afraid that we lost another half of the town.
Jeez. So that both have.
So we're down to a quarter.
Yes.
Okay.
Things are
But
going
it does seem to have abated at this point. It does not seem to be growing any higher.
Is it still raining?
Lightly.
Well, that's the best news I've heard in a while. What about
So how the hell do we get out of here?
I assume that there's a door.
Through the door, sir.
No, I mean out of this city, back home.
Yeah.
You mean
For
safe?
never being here again. This is terrible. Why did we come here?
Yes. This is awful. People are awful.
Atmosphere 1 star.
This could not have gone worse. I hate everything about this place.
Ignoring everything.
Waterfront, 10 out of 10.
More like 12 out of 5. That's
What happened to the map?
It's drift. Oh, water's moving. I see. Water's going all over the place.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, anyway,
So the town, by the looks of it, none of this stuff lines up anymore.
the complaining that everybody else is doing, and as soon as Shalelu is good, we will go and find that cleric.
All right. So you exit the facility. You're passing basically different rooms, large sort of reception size rooms and hallways and dining rooms that are just generally packed with people.
Okay.
The hallways are lined with people. The ballroom is full of people. This is a full house. It seems to be the case. And all out in the courtyard, there are, makeshift groups of people and some, people starting with some sort of tent-like structure in different areas. And like there's a little garden pavilion that's got about 10 people in it.
I turn to the butler. The bed in there, you might want to have the sheets changed, have it rotated, flipped, set on fire, thrown in the bog, and then forgotten for life.
Very well, sir. He does not follow you out of the house, as he has more than enough to do here in the house. There's a little card on your breakfast trays expressing thanks from the mayor for your actions.
Wasn't that thoughtful?
Yeah. And there's like a little mint next, so that's nice.
All right. So we are heading to Fountain, which the Fountain would appear to be like the waterfront.
Yeah. Well, you're still well up on the hill here. So there's a little bit of town that's further down from this district, just not quite as much as they used to be. Definitely, The market square is entirely gone.
Well, where's the fountain at? Isn't
The
that-
fountain's just outside of the mansion. It's like in the
Oh, okay.
the
Not
ground.
this. I was thinking this.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Do we see our? Yeah, I'm assuming we're outside now. Do we see our friend by the fountain?
Yes, you do see the cleric there. He is currently ministering to a group of people. General encouragement, not like spell use at this point. And, through the strength of Palor, we will overcome this disaster and rebuild. There are some people to the side of this sermon who are actively bathing in the fountain. There he is.
Oh my god.
Is he done preaching, or is he interruptible? Actually, I wouldn't really give two thoughts about it anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Good. We're looking all over for you.
Very well. Go in peace. He turns around. Ah, yes. You're up. Good. We the thread.
The thread.
Yes. The
The
gold
thread?
thread.
Oh, we need gold thread that hasn't already been removed.
Oh, we removed it. I mean, I guess if it had already been removed from your clothing, either myself or Shalelu would have hung on to it.
It's like, yeah, I'm patting my garments. It's like, it's not on me.
All right. Shalelu probably has it because it's for her.
I don't know what general decorations you have on your robe, but like one of the patterns is missing now. There's a hole in it.
This disturbs me.
Yeah. It's, very well. All right. So he gestures Shalelu to come over, which she does.
Does she?
Yes. He says, "All right. Not something I do terribly often. Let me just think back to how this goes. I think we have to. Do you have that? Oh, yes, you do have the limb. Well, that should make this a lot easier. If you just set your arm there, and we'll put that next to it, and then you sort of wrap the thread around. Very good." He begins a ritual process, pulls out a small little censer of incense and incenses around. Everyone's incensed.
Perfect.
And there is a glow that starts from this golden thread. It is like a rich golden light, like the sun in the very early morning, and it spreads from this thread until it is actually painful to look at this site where this is happening. And there's a bit of a gasp audible from Shalelu. And you're all sort of turned away from this because it's blinding. And when you look back, she is holding her wrist and rubbing it curiously and flexing her fingers.
I am overjoyed and will hug the cleric.
Oh, yes. He pats you on the top of your head as you were hugging him.
What wonders a few stitches can do.
I'm glad I remembered how to do it properly.
I will take a brief moment to celebrate with Shalelu, and then I am going to ask if he knows of anything that would fix my wisdom issue.
Shalelu gives you a big hug, and then a newly attached hand finds a little bit of your butt.
I am being goose. I like it.
Still works.
Is that hand on the right way?
Yeah. Now she's a half Rakshasa.
Great. That's what we needed.
So yes, you said you had suffered some ability damage.
We got real dumb.
I can't see things as well as I used to.
We got real dumb.
No, it's not intelligence, it's wisdom.
I mean, I still know things, but I do stupid things.
Yeah.
So par for the course.
I put tomatoes in fruit salad. I just don't know what I'm thinking anymore.
I mean, I got into bed with Caladril last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Best move you ever made.
I feel like that's probably the most telling proof.
Well, then by all means, you should come over here immediately. This should be a little bit more straightforward. He pulls out a little bit of oil and marks a circle on both of your foreheads.
I'm getting anointed.
Yeah, casts restoration, and your ability damage for wisdom goes away.
Woot!
You are no longer afflicted by a penalty to wisdom.
Was that him or me or both of us?
Both of you.
Yay.
Very good.
We're not brainless anymore.
You folks sure do know how to use up an old cleric spell slots.
So, DM, do I get my extra 3 key points now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm not going to be a douche about that.
Much obliged.
All right. So no more wisdom damage. Now, for the most part, the rest of you, well, and some of the others of you look pretty badly off in general.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling feeling pretty dead. But that's okay. I'm usually halfway there, just standing.
That sounds right.
29 hit points to you, Jerome.
Okay, that's more than enough.
26 to Shalelu. Why are they invisible? I'm on the wrong layer. Haha.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm at 41 total hit point now. No longer 35.
Don't get cocky.
Lower tier spell, but still 21 hit points to you, Raina.
Woohoo.
17 to you, Trakar.
Yay.
I'm doing all right.
All right. If everyone is feeling better, I would like to utilize the rest of this on the population, if you don't mind.
Matter of fact, I don't.
Perfect.
Do you know if the blacksmith is still above water?
His shop or him in person?
Why is everyone so goddamn cheeky in this town?
It'd be nice if it would be nice to be able to buy things from him. So hopefully both he and his shop are above water. I don't know about his business prospects in general, though.
Or his payments on his mortgage.
Again, cheeky. We get it.
Check the cheekiness. All right. I don't have a layout of Turtleback Ferry per se, but high or low?
High. Because hopefully it's in the high ground.
Is it looking over there? Yes, as a matter of fact, I believe that is his shop right there with the smoke rising from it.
It's on fire.
Yeah, seems to be a moderate amount of smoke, so I think it is intentional.
Splendid. I'm gonna wander off there, but first I'm gonna look at my character sheet to figure out what I actually currently have.
Ew.
Jesus.
All right, calm down.
I would love to.
Make a perception check, everyone.
Everyone, he says. Where's my mouse cursor?
I perceive nothing.
A fucking cracker.
So Takar has taken this opportunity to jump into the fountain with the bathers
Yes.
and shake his feathers all around.
Yep. I'm shaking my tail feather.
Awesome.
You had tail feathers.
Well, proverbially.
All right.
Just
Right.
Physically, I am without.
Knock it off. I'm going to give you wisdom damage again.
It wasn't even a natural 20.
Okay, now you've seen too much.
It is a 19.
There's no joy in life anymore. You know the outcome of everything. No, you and Caladrel, in considerable distance from here, actually, it's like 3 of the noble houses down this district. You know, they get a little progressively less ostentatious as you get more towards the rest of town down this hill. You see a familiar old lady who appears, though you can't quite hear anything from this distance, but her demeanor seems to indicate that she is haranguing seemingly one of the staff of the house that she's in front of. He's uniformed as sort of a footman type person. So
I am so sick of this evil old lady.
Sick of this bitch and her shit.
Seriously. All right. I'm going to
Murder her.
pretty much. I already told Jeff I was going to kill her. I'm going to go and intercede on this poor, household staff's behalf.
all right. Shalelu notices your movement.
He sees my eyes darken as I see what's going on off in the distance, and I mutter something about son of a bitch.
She says, "What's up?" and then grabs her bow.
That stupid old woman.
Bitch has got to go.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, for real. She's just the worst, and I'm tired of it. Sick of this, and I'm sick of you.
Usually I'm the one who's arbitrarily attacking people that really need not be attacked. So I'm glad to see someone else is picking up that torch.
No, she really doesn't need to be attacked, though.
There's poop anymore.
Ooh, hate your car. You want to pick her up and fly her out over the open water?
And drop her?
And, threaten to drop her if she doesn't start being more civil?
I said
I mean,
scare her. Pain is scary.
I feel like, making her tread water like a mile away from ground and she's old is probably going to scare the shit out of her until she dies. I just don't know if she's going to drown or have cardiac arrest.
It's a river.
So current is the problem.
Also,
You
there's
know,
not a mile from shore. But
well, I mean, I assume if the river is being fed by a larger body of water, I'll fly over that.
make you fly for 14 and a half hours to get to the source of the Nile.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll go tune her up for you. That's not a problem.
Well, it's not just for me. It's literally for the betterment of everyone within a 3-mile radius.
Yeah. I mean, I got no problem. I asked her to point out the one in which she's referring to.
Oh, you can't miss her.
Oh, that lady. Yeah, I don't like her.
Called me a slut and a whore, and she has a nice welt on the side of her face where Shalelu punched her.
I look at Shalelu and go, nice, and put up my hand for a high five. Does she high five me with her new reattached hand?
Yeah.
I also say, congratulations, and high five her again. Well, this is going well. I immediately beeline directly for the old bag.
Right. So the three of you depart. Jerome, well, Caladrell, you know what's going on. You notice the lady too. They seem to be heading that way. Jerome, like almost all the party is just suddenly left, muttering about an old lady.
Going to kick some frail ass.
Is there a word for killing old people? Is it like geriatricide?
I don't know. Maybe you can coin the term. I don't. Maybe that's not.
There he is. We have proof. It's on the internet now.
Definitely some elder abuse.
Oh, that's too real, man.
We're actually going to kill her.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You sent your car after her. She's gonna die.
Oh yeah. Like the only old woman that ever got off in easy fashion still had a full-size fire pelt land on her. So I mean,
And she wasn't even this bad.
no, she wasn't. She just happened to annoy me rather arbitrarily.
Well, this woman has annoyed everyone that she's come in contact to so far in this campaign. So I'm real tired of her.
You get up there, and she's berating this footman and pointing back up the hill towards the mayor's mansion.
Okay.
Your accommodations are pathetic. I demand to be up the hill.
Well, as she's talking, I assume that she does not see me.
Because she's busy.
But apparently,
She turns directly towards you.
perfect. And I immediately decide that grappling her seems like a great idea.
Put Granny in a full Nelson.
That's what I was going to go for. But when she turned around, like I got to punch her to distract her first to get her to turn around.
Jesus.
All right. So, damn it. Which one is grapple again? C and B?
Yeah.
So for 11 on a frail old lady.
Yeah. What is the CMD on this little old lady?
I'm guessing 4.
You hear 3 bones break.
Oh, Christ.
Perfect.
Take it for one of those things.
It's like trying to grapple a package full of saltines.
Oh my God.
Does she make all the extra cellophane noise too?
Yes.
Yeah, that's her skin.
Perfect. This has gone well. I am pleased.
Actually, I can't. I'm looking for the thing. What was your thing as an 11 for?
Yeah, my combat maneuver was 11.
You get in to just grab this lady, and she oozes out of your grasp.
Because turns out all of her bones are already broken.
Yeah.
She's all yogurt.
That's
Apparently.
my secret, Captain. I've always been a ooze. I don't know why I always make it Captain. He was definitely talking to Tony Stark, but
Yeah, you do that a lot, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, so I go, okay, well, we're going otherwise. I get angry because she's all greased up and old,
Yeah.
and I
You
go to
can
town.
even describe, like, the rest of you perceiving this happen. You could describe her movements as fluid and slithery.
Oh, shit. Kill her. Kill her instantly.
Roll initiative, please.
All of us?
All of you that are over here.
Yeah, I'm not part of this. I'm not
No, this is
beating up
not.
an old lady.
This is not my thing.
But it's the other bitch in disguise, Joe.
I'm still going to the blacksmith.
I don't even know what the hell Caligula's doing. He's just kind of milling about watching.
Literally, that is his MO.
Spectacle to watch. You probably would have come with us.
What now? I'm having a hard time seeing if I know where this is. Is there a search function?
Maybe.
Oh, apparently I never put it in. Okay, never mind. All right, do we have correct inits here? We got 24 and we got 12. Raina rolling the worst initiative she's ever rolled in her whole life.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for me.
Caladrel is not involved, so get out of there. Black Maga is not around. Jerome is on a shopping expedition. Shalelu is there. I'm going to make sure Shalelu rolls. Really? Pop that character sheet out. There we go. Make sure to click. And init. 12. Okay, 12.3. So she's right after you. You ladies, not quite as close to this action as Drakkar, who Olympic speed walked up there to accost this lady.
Well, he's always, front and center for accosting old ladies, so.
No, just people in general. And by in general, I mean as arbitrarily as I pick them.
Well, I picked this one for you.
Yeah, but I probably would have gotten around to it by myself at some point. What the shit?
Had it coming. Whoa! So you told her up and she immediately turns into a fucking lamia.
See, I don't think I got all my wisdom back because clearly, if I was wise, I would have just gone straight back to bed.
This is not
perfect.
20 plus.
Oh man.
All right. Okay. So as you attempt to grapple her, she slithers out of your grasp. The visage of this gnarled old woman melts before you, and there is this wickedly smiling, familiar snake lady.
Perfect.
Who you last saw on a collapsing tower.
Oh, it's the same one? I would have expected it to be your sister.
And then, good. Not all of you are here.
Jerry!
And it's your turn, Drakkar.
I immediately am obviously enraged at seeing this woman again.
Oh, bitch.
I take to the sky and scream wildly while doing it in an attempt to gain attention from anybody else who might want to come kick some snake ass.
On that topic, The poor footman that she was just screaming at, what is his expression? Does something finally take him by surprise?
Oh, well, this is a different guy, right?
Right, but still, they all have that same sort of demeanor.
He's terrified. Like,
He's
yeah.
okay.
He's like, he's taken a couple of steps backwards in this, encounter, and I could give him a turn here. But he's a footman, so, and not a footman meaning a warrior, a footman meaning a random servant guy.
Yeah. I settle the horse.
Holds your groceries, sort of
Can
thing.
he be used as canned fodder?
And will.
His initiative is 4. He's doing great.
Yep. Frozen with fear until it's too late.
Just gonna shit his britches. All right. So, with 15, do I become airborne?
Well, we're gonna see, because you leave a threatened square by flying.
I thought you said she jumped back away from me.
Oh no, she just slithered out of your grasp.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Swear to God, if she grabs me with her fucking tail, I'm going to rip that thing off by eating it off.
Arr, arr, arr.
Like I'm a wolf.
Treat it like a kebab.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to immediately blame her for everything that's happened to the kebab stand, and it's now all her fault. Everything, all my aggression, it's all going on.
You destroyed my kebabs.
It's your fault that I'm at odds with my own deity. Everything is all your fault. I hate you so dearly much.
So what you're saying is, bonus action rage.
Pretty much, just nonstop. So much hate and discontent.
There aren't any bonus actions, but I think you can rage at will. So,
Well, I already became enraged, but again, I just need to know if what's going on my fly. Do I get airborne or not?
I just got to see what she smacks with. She is not, thankfully, carrying, because I think you guys recovered her spear.
Yeah, I thought we hawked it.
The Impaler of Thorns.
Wait, the thing impales thorns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's thorns.
It's almost
Is it like used for weeding?
Thorns later. Actually, no, I think she took that, because I would have remembered you guys having this weapon.
we took somebody important's weapon and then we just hawked it because
We
nobody.
took a Rand sewer from a statue. That happened.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody could wield it, but I'm pretty sure I still have it.
Oh. Well, I had that orc weapon that I injured myself with and then refused to touch ever again.
That
the ogre hook.
That was an ogre weapon. Ogre hook.
Yeah, so a staff that she had with her, like a walking cane, also changes in appearance to this nasty son of a bitch.
Perfect.
Does 36 hit?
Unfortunately, every single day of the week.
Oh shit, that's a 19.
Uh-oh, that's a critical hit.
Holy,
Does a 28 hit?
holy shit!
Does a 28 hit?
Please just
Best part is you guys don't know if I'm yelling at her sneezing or what's going on in the game. Let's see. I believe so. Oh yeah, no, totally does.
Yikes.
It's
So this is where I meet my end.
well, time to square up with your deity.
Well,
I'm not even at full health.
yeah, maybe my deity will bring me back as like a method to pay penance. And unfortunately for you guys, it's gonna Lamashtu is gonna put me on her side. So you're gonna have to fight me now too. FYI.
That won't be that hard.
23 points of damage.
23?
If it's anything like this fight, that shouldn't be a hard thing to do.
Yeah, that sucker is a 3 times critical.
Well, I'm down to 25 HP.
as she runs you through with this jagged, horrible spear. You managed to continue to leave, but you got stabbed right in the bird butt.
I feel like if she stabbed me and I'm going up, either she's holding onto that thing and going up with me, or it's coming while it's still stuck inside of me.
Well, she managed to pull it back out, so there you go.
Oh, great! Now even better wounding. That's even great.
Now it's like you have 2 buttholes.
Yeah, just gushing blood. Which, I mean, depending on what I've eaten, could be the usual, but
My
whatever.
anus is bleeding.
For the love of God and all that is holy, my anus is bleeding.
So
Okay, so when I get airborne, I'm going to obviously wince in a terrible amount of pain, and I'm going to attempt a flyby attack. So, and as I fly by, I'm going to hit her with a double claws. If it will click. Why won't it click?
Give it time.
Oh my God.
Well, while we're waiting, since your turn is up next, Caladrel, can you make a perception check?
I can try.
Not gonna be the hardest DC to see an old woman turn into a snake lady and run your bird friend through like
I mean,
he's
if
a Boston Market roaster chicken.
Also,
I apparently saw her from like 300 yards.
Oh, I just missed the important things.
Right.
Yeah, she's trying to rotisserie this turkey.
I did also just scream for the room, so.
I'll give you a perception check, Jerome. You can't be that far away. Nope, you're too far away.
I mean, I was going all the way to the blacksmith, whistling a tune.
Okay, so for
Fine. We took care of all the bad people. Everything's fine. The city loves us. Everything's fine.
for some reason, it's
Imagining
not.
parades in your honor.
What if the bill me afloat?
I don't have this set up in the.
That's funny because yesterday you were just wondering if you could float. Drowning jokes.
I almost died.
I don't have this set up right as an attack, but here's the info. I'll have to roll it manually. I don't know.
Caw.
Look over here. Look over here.
Okay.
So I'm doing a flyby attack, and the attack that I'm making is the double claw attack.
Okay. So, like, if you do the regular melee, that should be the same number, right?
I think so, yeah.
So that your to hit will be that number. So if you just hit that button, then we'll know, and then you can do the 1d6 or whatever. Well.
Yikes.
I am very distracted by the amount of pain I'm in.
Yeah, that did not strike home.
Well,
Dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Did we get to roll it twice?
I mean, it's a double claw attack, but I didn't know if I had to roll to hit twice because it's a natural attempt while I'm also simultaneously going by.
It seems to be a single attack because it says the claws deal.
It says the attacks, plural, are considered primary attacks, plural, and are both made at the barbarian's full base attack bonus.
Oh, well then roll another one. See if you get one claw in there.
Hey.
Nope.
Well, it's a lot better, though.
It is a lot better. You just skate off some scaly shoulder plates with this second one.
Okay, now my question to you is, I've not used the flyby attack recently. So I assume that I'm moving essentially like an area of like 15 feet because I'm starting 5 in front of her and I'm flying past her while attacking her. So
You get your full movement. So
okay,
you would have just paused in the very beginning of that movement to do the attack.
okay,
It's the same thing as spring attack, except it's just in flight. So you get your full movement number. It's like what, 30 or something, 40
Yeah.
maybe if you're flying. I don't know.
so then I will end up back here. All right.
Nope. He's noping away from this situation.
Seems legit.
It's a terrible amount of pain.
Ow, 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 ow.
Lots of owies.
Keep losing my page. There we go. All right. Caladrel.
Hi.
Wow, that just happened.
It sure did.
You're probably about 30 feet away from this.
Oh, well, that's a pretty good distance away for this. if it shows up in a timely manner, which of course it doesn't. There it is. Fuck. So that's
Try harder.
I forgot that Joannis was with you.
Yeah.
He seems like the kind to stick close by.
Joannis
Not
would
like
probably-
just run off to a blacksmith like some idiot.
He has no need for blacksmiths. What is
so
it?
yeah. The D8s are for the misses, unless those hit.
They don't.
I didn't think so.
One of them doesn't hit in a serious way. I need you to roll D20.
Oh dear. At least it's not another one.
Funny story.
Yeah.
Crap.
You go to pull your bomb, and you got extra arms, right?
Yeah.
So you just pull that second bomb, and you're double fisting it.
Sure am.
And you add that last little juice to make the bomb active, and your other hand slips, and you inject too much of it, and it explodes in your fucking face.
Ow.
And so does the other one.
Oh. Is that Joanna standing right next to me?
Yeah.
That can't possibly go bad.
Now, a bomb just went off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, make a perception check. There he is exploding again.
Oh yeah, I should.
Do I hear a bomb go off? Or do I assume it's just fireworks celebrating for my parade?
Yeah, it's like the parade in your mind. It's just getting better.
I mean, I think at this point, you know what my bombs sound like. Yeah. Especially when I fuck them up.
You're further away, but I will give you that one. It's a bomb. It's not someone yelling. It's a bomb.
But it's actually a double bomb.
Yeah. Boom!
That's not a good sound.
Wow.
All right. Reflexy. Well, both the people make the reflex, so that's nice. What is your... Take half of the initial damage. I'm going to say that you get rid of the second one before it really goes in your face.
Okay.
But you're going to take half of 17.
So 8, 9. 8. Totally 8, right?
Yeah, I think we round down, right? When it's convenient.
Yeah.
And the rules don't matter. All right. So I'm going to reorder this, but we're still on Caladril's turn. So it'll come up next time. So
Hey, it finally took some damage.
And that's negative 3 damage to Joannis. He just looks at you like, what the fuck, man?
It happens sometimes. It comes with age.
A little premature, don't you think?
It comes with age.
Usually it's the other way around. Never mind. Never mind.
Just be glad I can get the bombs up still.
Yikes. All right. Zanesh's turn. She, let's see. This Tricard just got all flappy bird over here. She feels like she stabbed him a good one. She's going to lay into... Who is she going to lay into? Let's see. High is Reyna, low is Shalelu. That is high.
Hi.
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 Now you guys were thankful. Thankfully, you guys were a little bit distance away. So she will have to move up to your position. No, it doesn't. But it does mean she doesn't get to full round on you. So she will roll her attack. A 36. All right. 36. She's in the room, ladies and gentlemen, telling me the answers to these questions. So. Yeah, I don't think now's the time. Well, your turn is next, so it's not. Okay. So that will be thankfully not a. Oh no, never mind. That is a critical hit. Yeah, she's just rolling 19s these days. Yeah. Does a 21 hit you? It matches. Very unfortunately for you. Otherwise, that would not have confirmed.
Managed to match my AC.
Yeah. 19 points of stab damage. Yeah. You guys have a bit of a problem. Speaking of the cleric, I roll. There's a lot of ruckus happening now.
Don't suppose he has any of those nice summon and earth elemental spells left. Okay.
You know, he doesn't. He was triaging folk.
Yeah.
And reattaching limbs.
Yeah, that. What did we say? 19?
19 points of damage.
Woo.
He does, however, notice what is happening right now. So you have that at least. And for these intents and purposes, I'm just going to use Father Xanthus' token.
Do all fathers look alike to you?
Yes. All right. So that was her turn. She cackles at you. Reyna,
Yeah,
things ain't good.
clearly. Okay. Where is the character sheet page? There we go. All right. Well, I am going to do a full round attack with my Elven Curve Blade and hope I don't roll like balls. But if a Ch.3 didn't hit her, I got serious problems. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I got anything useful I can do here. That's a sneak attack thing. Ooh! I could do that, but it would use literally all of my E points for the day.
You don't get to take him to the afterlife with you.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. I'm going to sit on it for a minute, and we're going to hope that this works.
Is it time for that?
I'm just guessing that I don't get any sneak attack damage on this because there's nobody flanking her or anything like that.
Not currently. Like, Shalalu's next to her too, but not in the right position.
Oh, please tell me that that confirms.
You will be happy to know that it does.
Yay!
Too bad you're
24
using
or
the
45. Tired of your shit? So that is a whopping 17 points of damage.
All right.
Because I know that a 13 doesn't hit.
Take a swipe at her. Seems to sting. Too bad you're using the curve blade.
Yeah. But the Chris knife only does, I think, a d6.
Yeah. All right, so.
Ow! I'm sorry, Coco. I'll get my feet off the bed in just a second.
Nice. All right, Shalalu will 5-foot step back.
Zoom this.
And go for some bow shot activity. Well, let's see how this works. Well, 28 does hit for semi damage. All right. The footman bolts into the house, which in this case is represented by this cornfield. They have a green roof. They're very ecologically minded.
I think it's just called thatching.
Yes. Jerome.
How far away am I? No, I guess you moved me, didn't you?
Yes,
So,
exactly.
okay. Question I have. It's not a thing I do because I'm not that kind of person. How does like the overrun or the attack where you use like double movement and like basically tackle the person?
Yeah, it's got a CMD contest in it, so it's a combat maneuver bonus roll.
Okay.
Yours is super high, Jerome.
What? Yeah, I know. And what are the mechanics on it? Like, how much can I move?
You would move twice your speed.
Okay.
The special. It's like expeditious retreat, same thing.
And how does it work if you're flying?
Well, if your speed is different, if you're flying,
Who?
What?
Like sometimes your speed is different. If you're flying, you have a fly speed.
Yes. It's no different than like other than just the twice that movement speed. It's
Right.
no different than if I was running.
No, same sort of thing.
Okay. I am going to take my action.
Someone just kill me now.
Shrink that guy down, which I always forget how to shrink things. How do I shrink things? There we go. So I was there. So that basically is like a spell.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fly, which I have fly perfect in this form. And that's 40 feet.
Nice.
That means I don't have to actually roll for the fly.
Correct.
What is this form now? You're not on my map, so I can't see anything.
My Afriti form.
Ooh.
He's to the south.
Wait, I thought you didn't have the Afriti form.
I do. The way I can. Yes, I have it.
We
Okay.
talked.
That's all
Yeah,
I
I talked to Jeff about it. It's the bloodlines that I had been using are similar enough that like there's no real storyline difference to saying I've always been the Afriti bloodline.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because like there's very little difference between the two, and none of the spell differences have made any like significant difference on the storyline.
Gotcha. All right. So
Though saying that he suddenly wasn't a thing that he spent half an episode being.
yeah.
would've-
Yes, that one was more awkward.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So you do that thing.
So that's my action and movement.
All righty.
And
Ch.3.
I'm flying now.
It's you.
Okay. Well, my intention is to be better than I have been, which is kind of hard as I am gushing from a new orifice, gushing blood, that is. So I'm going to try a different attack, and I'm going to go with some death from above. Let me get you this here fly check.
Nice.
And I, of course, have drawn my scythe, and I'm going to come at her with everything I got.
+5, right?
Yeah.
So, +5 bonus. You get quite a bonus. So you match on. So you hit with both.
Hey.
So 25 is the magic number.
25 is the number.
It's absurdly high. I'm not okay with this.
Yeah.
She's absurdly snaky.
Imagine, encountering her at a lower level. Oh wait, you did that.
Yeah, and we almost fucking died.
Yeah.
And then the tower fell over.
I mean, that's mostly Dave's fault.
And then burned down and then fell into the swamp.
Yeah.
I will not apologize for that.
Good, you shouldn't.
Takes in 2 points of damage. You sigh there a little bit, taking off some hair.
It was really irritating to me. All that effort for just 2 damage.
Well, 8 damage.
All that drop of blood.
All that.
God damn it, Peckham.
Galadriel.
Throw a bunch of bombs at your room.
I'll take him.
You really want to increase your range given what happened last time?
What? Wait, where's your room?
I'm coming at you. I'm coming towards you.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm gonna do what Ch.3's doing. I'm gonna fly up, and then I'm gonna throw another bomb at her.
Hey, Raina, everyone else is flying. Maybe you should join us.
Right?
Is it fly at will, or is it take a action to create that?
No, I have the wings at all times.
Okay. They just tire out.
Right.
Okay.
And then ignore the second bomb.
So you fly infinitely better than Ch.3 has ever flown with wings. So it's not even like the Ifrit who's just coasting all around where you're like, oh yeah, but he's hovering.
Right.
You're doing wing things.
Actually doing the flapping.
Yeah. You're like a hummingbird at 31. You just, that's why you can only do it for so long.
Right?
All right. So definitely the first one hits. Sadly, you just missed with the second one.
Well, I wouldn't get the second one because of the flying.
Oh, right. Well, that's convenient. Okay, 21 fire damage. Your bombs are a little scarier than they used to be.
A little bit.
Take that damage off of there.
And that's before the.
I really hope
She's not getting the splash, anyways, is she?
Did you kill Raina with that?
Yeah.
the slash.
I mean, I'm trying not to kill Reno, so she's excluded.
Okay, well, that's handy.
Much obliged.
We do want you to, specify. Do you go anywhere with your fly, or do you just get up there?
Up and over 30-ish feet. Wait, hold on.
You got a token, buddy.
Yeah, I'm using my rangefinder.
Probably should give this guy a turn, huh?
No.
Yeah, we'll just go straight.
Another 12? You could have had a turn last round. He was standing right here.
Yeah, he blew up a little.
He did. Taking damage and didn't even get to do anything.
I'll give him a double turn.
We'll call it right here, and then like 30 feet up.
Oh, and the cleric needs a turn, too.
The monk was saving his turn, so he can do one of those monk double round full action kill death things.
Here's open.
Save his turn so he can just leave at monk speed. Bye!
In the next fucking county.
Ignore the fact that it actually says Father Absolar Vansis. Because it won't actually let me change that because I added it from the token. All right, so Jerome, you're not in the turn order anymore because you're a different dude.
That seems silly.
So let me redude your dude. You're just a dude.
Playing a dude, pretend to be another dude.
Enlarged into another dude. Okay. Car Caladrel. Snake Lady's turn.
No, she doesn't get it.
Nope.
She feels that, she stabbed some people.
Is she also feeling a little blowed up?
A little blowed up.
Oh, looks like she could use a hug.
How high off the ground are you, Caladrel?
30 feet.
Way up there.
Tried to be. Well, it wouldn't be 30 feet
No.
up because I got to come forward too.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the Pythagoras on this?
The square of the hypotenuse.
Right? I can
I'd
only
say
come
you're
forward. Came forward 20.
Okay. So you're probably 15 or something.
I guess something like that.
I need to mark you guys as flying. Everyone's in the air these days.
What's that? I don't know. Let's just see that.
What?
See what?
Stream of green bubbles.
Oh, did I
No.
do that?
Yes.
There
That. What is that?
I see it. I don't know what it is.
It's a
I'm
beam
not
of
sure.
acid,
Ooh, neat.
but you can ignore that.
She is not currently actively spitting acid across the entire town.
No.
That's next round. Okay, I see.
You thought she was an old lady that turned into a snake lady. Turns out she's an old lady that turned into a snake lady that turned into a black dragon.
Great. My favorite.
Wait a minute.
So she was an old lady the entire time.
Yes. All right. So she goes whole hog on an interesting concept here. You think she's gonna stab you, Raina?
Yeah.
And she just goes over there and bops you with the thing. Does a 16 beat your touch AC?
I don't. Oh, I have a thing where my touch AC is the same as something else. Hold on. I cannot.
Same as a much lower number. What?
No, I can't be caught flat-footed. A 16 matches my touch AC.
So it matches.
Yeah.
You take 1 point of wisdom damage.
I'm taking my wisdom damage. I need my fucking people.
Right.
Ah!
I'm gonna need you to quit screaming into the fucking microphone.
Sorry, the microphone is not actually that close to me. It's just a really good microphone. I'm so irritated.
We can tell.
Yeah, I needed my key points really bad. Because now that thing that I was sitting on, I can't even do.
All right, so greater restoration. Generate was 7th level.
Oh, excuse me.
So just so you know, Jeff, there is an icon on here with wings if you wanted to use that instead of the color yellow you put on the tokens.
Oh, look who's, yeah, I'll use that.
Oh, is that what that was supposed to mean? I thought that we had a spell cast on us or something.
What the hell?
Late to the party as always.
No, like I missed it before, but I saw it now. The hell is with the green bubbles?
It's an acid spray.
Yeah, if you weren't shrunk to such a size for this map, it wouldn't be as obnoxious as it is. Is it still acid spraying all over the place?
I just saw it.
Great.
Like when I what the hell?
Well, to be fair, I didn't see it when I did it. So,
I didn't see it when everybody else was talking about it.
I saw it last session as well, and I just thought that I was hallucinating.
Also that.
Totally legit.
That sounds right.
Okay. What's the range? Range is touch. No, the range is 25 feet plus 5 feet for 2 levels. All right. 30 gets him right here into the party. Boom. Father gets up here real close. It's always something. And casts 3d8. Hold on, it's okay. So 3d8 plus 9. 16 points of healing to everyone within, well, everyone except for Jerome, basically.
Ooh.
That's okay. You need it.
I'll add 15 to join us.
Woo.
4 hours before.
Health for Shalelu. All right, 16 points of healing. That mass cure wound thing. It's the end of his top level stuff, but all right. And that's his turn. Raina,
Yeah,
you're up.
I am so angry. So very angry. And I still can't flank with anybody.
Flames on the side of the face.
Yeah. Well, all right. Not that one. I can't do sneak attack damage.
You could start.
Could start what?
Like trying to move so that you get into a flanky area.
Would it count as flanking with Shalelu because she's at a range distance?
No, Shalelu, it would not count. No.
And everybody else is off the ground. So,
All right. But like everyone is the same side as you. So it's never going to get better.
All right. I will 5-foot step, such as it is, to right here. And then I'm going to. I could do that. I'm not going to do that yet. It is very possible that I will do that in a minute, but right now, what I'm going to do is hopefully. Excuse you. Scroll, I said. Hopefully not suck. What else did I got here? Why is this thing so big? Sorry, the stupid touchpad on this thing is causing me no end of difficulties.
Oh, yeah, his speed is 50. Monks. Gun a monk.
Hey, has he been with the party long enough to know that I really need him to, like, get on the other side of her from me?
Make a wisdom check. No, I'm just kidding.
Wouldn't to make the wisdom check?
He seems to understand, I mean, that's up to you whether you think he would do that or not.
Well, no,
Well, it's too late now.
Joannis. You control Joannis. I'm pretty sure I whiff both attacks.
You do. Definitely do.
Yeah. Great. Love it. My fave.
All right. Joannis' turn. Wham! 50 speed.
Should have held my action.
He comes in here. Plenty of time to spare. That man is greased lightning. And he makes an unarmed strike. Just does not impact, sadly. Shalelu. Another 5-foot step back. Opening the old range. The arrows clatter off of the tough, scaly hide of the lamia.
Oh my god, I hate her stupid AC.
Jerome.
Oh, it's me. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna like do that that two like I just touch her with
Run up at full speed and go boop.
Yep. I just make her with the 2 flies speeds.
So it's not really an overrun so much as it's a bull rush.
Okay.
Because you're incapable of
So what do I do now?
Ow.
a CM B roll. Oh, such a shame.
Is that good?
No,
Is that bad?
that's bad.
That's bad.
You had to beat a 35.
Are you serious?
Oh. Could I have? Yeah, I could have beat it. No, I'd have to roll really high, but I could have beat a 35.
So you slam into her. She seems a little surprised, but she does hold her ground.
The actual.
Do I touch her?
I mean,
Yeah.
yes,
I do touch her.
yes.
Okay, she takes heat damage. Possibly. Let me look up the mechanics of that real quick.
Excuse me.
Shalelu.
1d6 points of fire damage whenever it hits in melee or in each. Okay, no, it has to be in a round of grapple or a successful hit with melee.
All right. So, no. All right. Chakar.
I would like to murder everything that is this snake bitch.
Party's hotting up.
Good. About damn time.
Actually, you're right.
kill
If I
some
put 2 tokens in, it becomes more manageable. That's a good idea.
You're welcome. All right, now I would like to murder this lady with my flyby attack. But in lieu of natural attack, I will be using my scythe in hopes to expose her innards to the sunlight.
Unfortunately, just doesn't work.
I hate everything about this snaky bitch.
And technically, you did a death from above, so you have to be up here anyway. So where did you move to on your flyby attack?
I would have just passed her, so it would have been like over here next to Shalelu.
All right.
Is where I would have ended.
Flapping up there. Shalelu's got a bird upskirt.
Should she care to take a gander? Which I doubt she would, because
Definitely concentrated on
the battle.
the battle.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Maybe next time, though.
Yeah. Shalelu does yell out as you're in there with your big beastly form, Jerome. You're not going to be able to trip a snake.
She's just being.
Wait, what? It's.
I didn't understand what just happened.
Can't trip a snake.
I wasn't trying to trip her.
That I just don't understand why she said that.
Well, you're in there in a melee, grapple-y situation. She just wants to make sure you don't try to trip her. She made a successful
That's not a thing I do. I don't trip people.
Well, she doesn't have knowledge to room. She has knowledge nature.
I'm gonna skewer her like a kebab and give her to Chakar.
To make up for everything she's responsible for.
Yes.
And even the extra stuff she didn't know she was.
I mean, she's gonna get real intimate with my falchion here.
All right. That's disturbing. Caldrell.
Yeah.
Speaking of disturbing.
Wait, what?
Oh God, look at him.
You're
No,
disturbing.
wait, no.
Sons of bitches. You know what? I'm not excluding anyone this time. You're all getting blown up.
I didn't say anything. I'm perfectly innocent.
Well, then you should moderate everyone else.
Moderate everyone.
He isn't excluding anyone.
No, I guess that's true, though, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 2d8s. Oh, come on. So those two squares get blowed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking at Joannis and Jerome. How high up are you, Jerome?
Well, I mean, I came down to meet her, so I'm pretty much like
You just
on the ground.
slightly hovering off the ground.
Yeah.
All
What type of damage is his bombs?
Fire.
Oh, then it doesn't matter.
You just breathe it in.
Yeah, like I have immunity. Like an Afrizi has immunity to fire, not even just resistance.
Impressive.
Yeah, immune fire.
So I'm helping you.
No, it doesn't add to my hit points. It just doesn't affect me.
Just
Okay.
just close.
It's more like you breathing in the same room. I'm not really like it doesn't hurt me, but I'm not really.
But it
know,
is still
like-
annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I'm dropping bombs on Jerome while he's in a freeze, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Also, it probably wouldn't hurt me even if you did when I wasn't.
Yeah, because that's still fire damage.
Yeah,
Nice.
I have a lot of resistance to fire damage.
Well, Joannis has to make reflex. He
Ooh.
doesn't. And then he's got to make another one. And he does. So he's down 7 and he's down 3. He's getting a little bit irritated.
There's no part that I could have blocked, reached out a hand and blocked some of that. Is there?
No, you don't really have that ability. Snake Lady's turn. She's uncomfortable with this large, fiery bro. This large, fiery dude bro who just showed up and
Tried to give her a hug.
yeah, chest bumped her. She's gonna go full round on your fiery face.
All right, come at me, bro.
You even afraid?
I'm not necessarily that invulnerable in this form, but interesting.
Well, she's not excited about you being there because you are a little toasty.
Yeah.
And you are impressive. So you kind of showed up as the worst thing on the map.
Good.
36 hits, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Getting all the aggro, bro.
19.
What?
Oh, that was another 19. Good.
I mean, honestly, there was a lot that would hit me. I only have a 21 AC in this form, which is still way higher than my normal form.
Jesus. At least there's only one critical.
Okay.
Oh, why did I roll those at top bonus?
Yeah, I don't know. Quit cheating.
So 12 on the other one. So 5 out of 9, 24 for the second hit.
Okay.
Is that a hit?
Oh, 20 AC is 21, so yeah.
Okay. And the last one was actually a 7 bonus, so 25. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just unfortunate.
Okay.
So the first one was a critical. That's 3d8 plus 8. Plus 1d8 plus 8 plus 1d8 plus 8. Took a total of 37 damage.
I smile at her.
She's just stabbing away.
There's a little bit of I puff out my chest at her.
A little bit of flame.
I've never had this many hit points.
I love this. I'd have been dead already.
Yeah, this, a level ago, this would have killed me.
He's getting
A
cocky.
level ago and in my other form.
He's getting cocky.
I mean, it does take me down by a third of my hit points, but
It's not great, but it's not fatal.
no.
That's why she was worried about you.
Yeah. and next turn I get to have fun.
Interesting. Would you look at that with your eyes? The cleric recognizes seemingly this shift of attention. He comes over here right behind you, Jerome, and touches you on the back.
Is he sure he wants to do that?
It's not a great idea.
It's not a grappling. It's not an attack, so he doesn't get heat damage.
He's real quick about it, and he makes the sort of sound. But you take
You got to blow on it first.
You take 25 points of healing.
Oh wow, that's nice.
So basically, he's decided, oh, is she really worried about that guy? Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice how do you do.
Raina.
Okay.
Is she flanked now?
Yeah,
Well,
she's
you were
flanked.
before.
And she's all about looking at me and my impressiveness.
Yeah.
One thing Jerome is flashy.
Just on the off
You
chance.
That sometimes he doesn't wear pants.
You lack what I have. Presence. What was it? The line from Megamind.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oh, what? You've never seen Megamind?
Never seen it.
No.
Oh my goodness, you're missing out.
All right, we're gonna see if this works and hope for the best.
Presentation.
Nope.
Okay, that's great.
It's really hard to get a blade in where she's actually at for you right now. Even with your flanking bonuses, nothing connects.
Yeah.
What's your AC normally, Jerome?
Normal AC is where 14. When I'm not in this form?
Yeah. It's just you're real squishy, and the cleric should have something appropriate to that because he's hardly in armor or anything. So.
Oh yeah. No, it's 14.
Okay, good. Joannis, he's like, don't know about this. He goes in for a flurry of blows with a +2 flanking bonus.
Oh, did I have a +2 flanking bonus? It wouldn't have helped me, but
No, yeah, you do because you're flanking, but
okay. I always forget about that. I'm used to 5th edition where I would have advantage.
advantage. So he does not hit with the first one, but he does hit with the second one, and then misses with the third. So miss, hit, miss. But he will dump a little bit of his personal energy into an attempt for stunning strike. Which I really thought I had in here, but apparently I don't. Anyway, she takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage. All right. Stunning fist. No, that's not. Stunning strike. Okay, I keep finding things that aren't this class. Monk.
You just need the info on it?
Yeah, I'm looking for the DC that's required.
Hang on, I can pull it up.
10 plus half the character level plus whiz mod. Okay. Well, his character level is 7, so that's 3. His whiz mod is 1, 4. So we're looking at a 14. Fortitude from Dinesha.
Am I going to assume that she's going to hit that without any issue whatsoever?
You never know.
No, but I can guess.
Shrugs off the effects.
Yeah.
Shalelu. She gets arrowy up in here. Hits with the first one. She's got a hit in. She's pretty pleased about that. Misses with the second one.
Ooh.
Jeroom. Monster Jeroom.
Call me Jerem.
Jerem. Call me Daryl.
There's doesn't look like anything special for flanking for me, just normal attacks. So this.
Yikes.
Woo!
Doesn't confirm, sadly, but both of those do hit. So is this some sort of like fancy falchion of no, this is just a thing you have that you never use? Is that
No, well, this is part of the Afriti form. It's on the Afriti character sheet. Like a falchion. I assume it's part of his turning into that form.
Oh, it's some sort of mystical falchion?
It has MWK before it.
That's masterwork.
I see.
Which is weird because that makes it a physical falchion that you don't have, but we're going to ignore it, I guess. So the footman comes back out of the house right before your turn and tosses you a falchion.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Well, that's what I was going to the blacksmith for. Thank you very much.
This is a really nice falchion. You feel like it might have been hanging on the wall inside this noble manor. It's masterwork. So she takes 18 damage and 17 damage.
And she also, on a successful melee, takes heat.
And this falchion, as soon as you catch it, starts to glow a little bit in places. And it sizzles into her snake body. She's looking bad at this point.
Good.
Bad, good. Good, bad, good.
Good, good, bad, good, bad. Good.
Force is strong with you, as is your silly gibberish.
No,
Ch.3.
I was just looking at those gifts.
I would like to make another flyby attack.
It smells like burnt snake flesh.
Perfect.
Another
And
So Ch.3 is attempting to recreate the Mexican flag. Oh, no, he's going to use his scythe.
And that second one is
GIF V?
the closest it's going to be.
Yeah, that's the thing.
All right. Sadly, none of those hit.
Damn it.
Tragic. On a deep level. Caladrel.
Yep. Um.
Have it.
What? So you know those bombs that I sometimes bomb with?
No.
Yeah.
Those things. There's 2 of them. God damn it!
You are a liability.
Just
I am this far.
just set this one up. The rest of us have it.
No. I mean, I hit her once.
That's right.
That's a lot of damage, too.
It would have been. I need to start rolling better than a 10 or something.
Mm-hmm. You should have true stroke.
Maybe I should.
Well, 3 is basically nobody at this point. So that's nice. 5 is definitely Joannis again, and he is kind of getting tired of your shit.
Maybe he should be a giant Afridi too. Well, the Naga still has to roll for splash damage, right?
That's true.
Did she not do that last time?
She did not.
Son of a bitch.
It did happen. Wow. I think there's a chance she might be okay. She's got anything special for that?
She's got a bonus equal to the DC.
Naga's are real dexterous people.
Naga's a real bitch.
Well, that's also true. Her turn. She's like, oh no. Oh hell no. All of those hit the cleric.
Saw that coming.
Well, RIP. F's in the chat.
Can you reach the cleric?
Yeah, he's the hair. He's a little angular, but he really shouldn't be that angular.
Oh, we liked him, and we need him to cure our wisdom.
Yeah. Because now I lost a key point again.
D8 8 plus 8 plus 8. 35 points of damage. He takes this spear in the belly. He looks very badly off.
Physician, heal thyself.
Yeah, I turned to him. Stay back.
He will take that advice, stumble, leaving a trail of his own blood to like directly behind you in a 5-foot step manner.
Good.
And then cast on himself 2d8 worth of healing.
So who's dropping the most damage right now? Is it Jerome?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would be if you land any of them.
If I could hit, yeah. I mean,
Right.
but if I true strike, I'm only getting 1 bomb.
Or if Reyna hits. If Reyna hits, then yeah, it'll be a problem.
Well, that's if she sneak attacks, right?
Well, she gets to.
I'm sneak attacking all day. If
Yeah,
I can.
there's flanking going on.
Ah,
Looks like the Lamia might have thought that you were a little more alone than you are. She definitely doesn't know Joannis or a random cleric
Or
Or
Shredu.
Hugh Jafridi.
or Shalelu
She's
or
just,
Hugh Freely.
she's just bad at assessing situations.
Yeah.
Why did you go for the most obnoxious? Like, if you're gonna sneak around town, you go for the quietest individual, the
Well,
one that blends in.
most people left the horrible lady alone because she was a horrible lady.
She doesn't understand how we operate.
Also, it allowed her to insult people with reckless abandon.
Which I'm sure you enjoyed.
Yes. Raina.
Sorry, hold on a minute. Somebody's asking if they want the TV.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Did you drop the price yet, or?
Yeah, I dropped it to 95.
Ooh, better than I thought. All right.
Okay, now I'm half falling off the couch and falling on the dog who's really upset with me. So give me a second to get back where I'm at. Okay. I mean, the thing that I've been doing has been working so well. Honestly, all I really need to do is
Disconnect.
roll higher than a 13,
Yeah.
which shouldn't be so unreasonable, right?
We would hope not. But it turns out to... Nope, the first one does hit. Because
does?
you got a flanking bonus.
I have the flanking bonus. So I actually only need to roll higher than an 11.
But I do need a d20 roll from you.
Ugh. Fuckity bye. Yeah.
Right.
Gonna go.
So, you managed to attack really well. She's gloating basically on how she basically nearly eviscerated the cleric. She's looking bad, but she gets a smile on her face, and she's not paying real close attention to you. And you make an attack with your curved blade and thrust it into an armpit. As she's overextended with the spear. And the reason you don't get to make your second attack is that her death throes wrench it out of your hands. And she's dead.
God, quit screaming. Christ.
You got her. You finally killed Zanesha.
Finally. What a bitch.
It's only been like, what, 5 years?
Yeah.
Something like that. Jesus.
Fit on her lifeless body.
While I still have this form temporarily, I'm gonna do one magic trick that I can do in this form I don't have normally, which is pyrotechnics, fireworks.
Does that mean I can throw more bombs at him while he's doing that?
Yes.
Boom! Hey, I'm helping with the pyro.
Also, why is Shadow as large as a house?
I don't know, but it's very disconcerting.
You never got resized.
Horse as big as a house. I'm gonna assume that this form can't actually grant wishes.
Valid assumption. All right, so the effects don't seem to be working. At some point in the future, there may be a bunch of explosions around.
I saw them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I saw them. They look like that green stuff, only more localized.
And red.
Yeah, and red. Yeah.
Oh, now we find out he's colorblind. Look at that. All right, so you killed her.
Yay.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna chuckle as I am falling out of this form, not intentionally. Oh, what?
So what do you mean? So what you mean to say is,
I'm sorry, my voice cracked a little bit. I'm going through reverse puberty.
puberty? All right, so we'll bring you back to the token layer.
So I'm curious what the cleric and anybody in the near vicinity might have thought after being witness to all of that with Snake Lady.
The cleric is sitting on the ground at this point, breathing very heavily.
Hey, buddy, you should take a break.
I am definitely too old for this shit. What is it with you people?
Whoa.
We bring out the best in people.
What do you
Thank
mean,
you.
you people?
Yes, precisely.
Filthy elves.
Son of a bitch!
Well, I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, no, I have first-hand knowledge. It's pretty gross.
So she was fairly new in town, but nothing indicated horrible, murderous snake lady.
Didn't everything indicate horrible, murderous snake lady? You met her. She had a serpent tongue.
She was a little venomous, but I thought it was a metaphor.
Certainly wasn't doing anything to ingratiate herself with literally anyone, including us, and we just came here to help.
Now, let me tell you how glad I am you pulled her off of that rooftop.
By the way, I reach down and grab her by the hair and be like, Takar, you want to help me with this? I think we need a trophy to give to her sister.
Ooh, good idea.
He's gotten vengeful. Also, make me a profession roll.
They weren't really the best of friends, though.
Wait, who's making a profession roll?
Jerome is. If
Too
you're
late.
down there. Jakar, profession killing people, and business is good.
Yeah, all out of bubble gum.
I've never seen a clothing before.
Nope. All right. You waste like 30 feet of snake flesh because you're just not thinking of it right now.
There was so much snake flesh I could have gotten in the last 24 hours. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have needed to like do knowledge profession to think of like, oh, that's snake skin right there.
No, but like maybe to think of it despite everything else that's going on, apparently.
Hey, dear,
Yes.
can this TV be mounted to the wall? Can you take the stand off and mount it to a wall?
I think so. Is it facing away from, I think there's a Versa mount.
I can't see shit. Because it's dark.
It wouldn't be probably a Versa mount. It'd probably be some other like spec. Versa mount's pretty much only for computer monitors.
Oh.
Well, it's got seemingly 4 screw holes.
Yeah, they're just not spaced at the same like
All right.
standard as Vesa.
Well, I just say that because I don't know shit about things. Yeah, so yes, it will take a mount. You might want to specify the screw distance, or you might say, hey, it'll take a mount. Make sure you measure it.
Well, so I'm holding her up by the 2 ears, and it's like, yeah, the mount looks like it'd be about from here to here.
So your profession, scythe wielder, I'm going to take that as you neatly nipping off her head with the scythe.
That is correct, sir.
Yeah.
All right, and this I reach down and pick up her staff. This seems like a good enough spike as any.
This spear is jagged and horrible. Jakar, you felt it on the inside.
Literally.
Jerome, you did too. It wasn't pleasant. The Impaler of Thorns.
Again, it sounds like it's a gardening tool.
It's a stupid name.
also a Medusa mask.
What did the Medusa mask do?
I don't know.
Does it mask a Medusa?
I feel like it probably just looks like Medusa's face. Wait, that wasn't a rhetorical question, was it?
I don't even.
Because if so,
Oh yeah, she didn't do this.
I grossly misjudged it.
But there's a mask with this sort of horrible face on it.
Perfect.
Pretty much what she's wearing here, I think.
Oh, I thought that was her actual face.
Face, snake face.
Also, why did she steal the bra from Madonna?
I don't know. She likes to be pointy.
Gives her an advantage against grapples.
You put somebody's eye out with those things.
Okay.
Ding dong, head. I assume that we can now have like a celebratory party in town.
Partying, but I mean, Jerome plans on getting very drunk tonight.
Makes sense.
Some plots. Some plots are afoot. You were just having a simple evening out until this lady attacked you. So
Now we have even more reason to celebrate than saving a town and nearly taking down a sea monster.
the cleric says, "I'm gonna go sit down," and it's about this time that you hear clomping, like somebody has just gotten married and they are dragging tin cans behind their carriage. As a fully armored figure comes stumbling out of the front door of the noble house that you were fighting in front of.
Oh, hey, thanks for the help.
I tried to lift the falchion in menacing fashion, but I can't lift it.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna lean on it instead.
And he sort of stops on the porch, and the footman comes up behind him with this broadsword that he was carrying. Oh, all set then.
Yes, you arrived just in time. There's a body. I assume you're the one to take it to the coroner.
Well, honestly, just throw it in the river, I would think.
I'd poison the fish.
And that terrible sea monster. So let's do that.
Yes.
There's an upside.
Yes, they want it.
Yes, the TV.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can she be made into jerky, maybe? Is that an option?
A decision probably best left up to you and your experimentation. I see my work is done here.
Your work
Sorry.
begin.
Takes an awfully long time to put the armor on.
Who are you?
Lord Abamar. I'm, the proprietor of this house.
Wait, is this somebody we've already met?
Here?
Nope.
Wait, this house that we stayed at last night?
No, the house you're fighting in front of.
Oh, this house.
We literally brought it to his front yard.
Yeah.
Well, that was where she was yelling at his footman.
Yeah, presumably the footman, when he ran away, also informed the Lord and then helped him put on his armor.
Your man here makes a fine squire. I hope that you pay him well.
I take care of all of my servants very well. It is our duty as nobles. Well, if you need any other assistance, though I am going to get out of this armor. It doesn't fit quite as well as it used to.
Do you know where the tanner is in town?
Well, assuming that part of the town survived, high or low?
High. It's high ground. Oh,
Wow.
Just barely made it.
it just barely survived the flood.
Single-handedly survived or saved most of the commerce section of this town. The tannery, of course, you understand, is generally put on the outskirts of town, but it is on a little bit of a rise far to the south, well out of the prevailing wind.
Yeah, I should hope so. Yeah, I have a head to preserve.
Ew.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know if it'll have quite the effect we're looking for, because the sisters were not really all that good of friends. They were very competitive.
That's fine.
You were acquainted with this beast?
This
And
is the
its
second time
family?
we fought her. This time we prevailed.
I mean, last time we tried to throw a tower. We threw a tower on top of her, and she still didn't die.
Nope. We don't mention that. Shut up.
He brought the power down. I sort of give Jerome a significant look.
I mean, yeah, she killed hundreds of innocent lives. Yeah, we'll call them lives. There were people under the bridge.
Well, I suppose we are very lucky that you were here to prevent that in this town.
I'm pretty sure she was.
I'm sure you could have taken her. You look like quite the strapping lad.
I appreciate that. If you aren't busy this afternoon, I should like to invite you to dinner as way of thanks.
I'm immediately suspicious.
Yes, we will do that.
Invite us to dinner. You mean eat us?
A proper meal is much desired at this point in our journey.
Dinner's at 8, as would be typical. I shall see you then.
Okay.
Cheerio. He makes a sideways mention to the footman, who goes back in and comes out relatively soon with a couple of other servants, a small leather pouch, and they go off to the back to grab a cart from the stables. And one of them goes over to the general refugee population and picks out 2 larger, built, muscular gentlemen who are sitting around, and hands them a silver and pulls them back over to start handling this body off of the guy's front lawn.
Are these large individuals like actively sneezing like crazy?
Yeah, it's some sort of black mold situation in the water.
Just hay fever.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I try to lick the mold, and everybody freaks out.
They're not part of the party.
Yeah, I don't care about them. They're peons. Wait, what am I talking about? I don't care about you either. Go ahead, lick them all.
So they start to remove this body. It looks like if you have any intent, Jerome, you should probably speak up.
Intent of...
They are putting the body on a cart.
I'm like looking over her form.
Bring out your dad.
You're thinking
I
like
could make boots out of that.
you could make boots for the party out of that.
I have some fancy boots.
You could make boots for the party out of that, or you could make an A-line dress out of snake skin.
I could always give the father here new vestments. Vestments.
So it suddenly looks like a bounty hunter cleric.
Wait, hang on before you move that too much. So with some assistance and do some more profession and what the hell survival. I try to salvage as much flesh as possible.
You are when you say that, Shalelu comes up to your side and says, "Well, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. See if I can assist you."
That's my girl.
That might make 3.
Yeah. So between the two of you, you are sort of pointing things out with your tailor's eye. You're like, that section has a good pattern.
No, don't cut there. I want that in one piece.
Yeah, I want that pattern retained. If you can go around the outside there. All right, it's not the most efficient way to skin a snake, but I can, I guess, see where you're getting to this.
Yeah, I don't care about the meat. I'm not eating the meat.
So she deftly works her way around the snake. She says, usually they're smaller than this. And I don't have to typically worry about the arms.
Yeah.
Nice tits, though. Wait, no, she doesn't say.
You can leave those. I'd have no use for those in anything I would fashion.
2 nipples right on the top of the boots. Something. I think it was from a Nazi. So yes, she definitely makes quick work of this. Her skill with a knife on this sort of scale is a little daunting. Raina, you are aroused, yeah, as per typical. Also, there's a fair lot of gore from this process. If you could make me a fortitude save.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm sure that'll go.
I mean, we're out of battle. I don't care if I lose my spill the beans at this point.
Yeah.
Turns out I don't really care for Snake Lady.
This room is a death metal vocalist.
But not on the leather.
Oh no! I'm like, oh, this is gonna look gorgeous.
Oh.
You've never went out to get the materials yourself. Usually, it's not what you do.
Don't worry, it's worth it.
The spectators who were preparing to cart this body away are taken aback by the amount of
vomit from Drew.
Yeah, of the amount of vomit leaving this person.
How much could he possibly have eaten?
I had a very large breakfast.
Yeah, he ate most of Caladriel's portion of that breakfast too before.
Hey.
I ate most of the eggs, Benedict.
Got jokes.
Yeah. Eating meals with Jerome is a little tricky.
You never know when they're going to come back.
Well, to be fair, when you do a 3D form, that's got to burn a lot of calories. So I get it.
Yeah, I mean it wreaks havoc for the insides
and all of our outsides.
It's like a spicy food. So yeah, that happens. But now you have basically like a couple of bath sheets worth of snakeskin.
Somehow I don't think it's as absorbent as terry cloth.
Not leather towels are not a popular item.
Okay, so we've been invited to dinner tonight.
Yeah.
So
Drakar, you're looking over this, still thinking jerky.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking that, and I rolled a knowledge nature of 5, so it seems like it's a feasible thing.
You mentioned this to Shalelu as she's working over this thing, and she goes, "Yeah, I would not recommend lamia meat."
I give her a look that says, "Have you had it?"
Well, she just died now, so I doubt that she's already had her. Unless you're talking about like the way she had you, then that's a little different.
No, that is not what I was talking about. I'm asking if.
I had a lamia girlfriend. She was a real bitch.
Oh wait, I thought that was the snake's name, not like a descriptor of like species.
No, that's
No,
is Lamia. Her name was Zanesha.
yes.
Well, to be fair, my knowledge nature roll resulted in a 5, so this is all completely. It makes sense narratively.
She's a puppy, right?
Think before, even when we fought them the last 2 times.
They have sort of a acrid. It just trust me.
You do not want to go there.
Guessing that sort of acrid nature of the thing is why I was not even slightly interested in the smell of the blood.
Yeah.
Did Shalelu take any damage during that fight?
No, she did not, thankfully.
Good.
She actually got healed by the mass heal, so she's at full health.
Oh, nice.
I don't understand. Like when I'm in a free T form, I have way higher hit points than my normal form. I take damage in that. Is my damage proportional when I come back, or is it like if I'm just above what my normal my max is when I come back?
I have to imagine that it's like Druid in Pathfinder. It's just a reservoir of additional hit points.
Oh,
Like they're just free, eat them up.
It's supposed to work just like giant form, so I should probably look up the rules for that.
Yeah. Because like druids can change into bears and get like murdered, and then they're like, "Oh, never mind, I'm a druid again, full hit points. Screw you."
Okay.
Yeah, instead of like dying or dropping unconscious when your wild shape's HP runs out, you just revert back to your druid form with whatever HP you had when you went into wild shape.
In
Either way,
in
both
fifth,
forms,
they
almost
make it
at full
roll
health.
over, but yeah.
All right. Well, I roll up any of the leathers that I have and the head, and I'm like, well, I'm off to the tanner. I will see you all for dinner after I have thoroughly scrubbed most of my flesh off.
And we just finished breakfast like 25 minutes ago, so he's apparently planning on taking the better part of the next probably 9.5 hours at least to do
If
this.
we hadn't just like ran all the way from the fortress to here, battled the sea devil yesterday, and this, and done everything that I had just done, when was the last time I would have had a bath? Anyways,
I'm not real sure. I mean, it's been pouring down rain, so it's kind of been a constant bath.
yes, and I've been trekking along in the mud the entire time.
So on that note, when the Lamia died, did it stop raining?
It did not.
It did not. Damn it. But you said that the rain had let up anyway.
Yes.
I still think.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I tell Raina that I still think my deity is the cause of the rain.
He says as he's like actively opening a lozenge to suck on.
Man, I would give like my little toe for a lozenge right now. All of the sneezing has really messed up my throat.
Never mind.
Have some tea.
Yeah, that's a no. I was drinking Teaminade. It's not helping as much.
All right. Off to the tanner. Anyone else care to join?
Does anyone follow Jerome to the tanner?
I do.
I don't. I think that now that some of the like horribleness has passed, that maybe hanging out with Shalelu sounds like a good idea.
All right. Joanna says, "Yeah, I'll go along. Like, it could have easily been you by yourself when this random thing happened."
And you think that would have been so bad?
Well,
I suppose I don't have the my other half, my better half to transform into anymore today.
yeah, I think just maybe these solo things are best
Look-
avoided.
To be fair, he wasn't going alone. I'd already said I was going with him.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
To before?
No, just literally when you
now.
ask, is
Yeah.
anyone going with him? And I said yes.
It's like, well, I mean,
You can come along and keep this one in line.
yeah, someone that can hit. No, he does not say that.
Good, because that's going to result in me attacking him and me dying.
That's fine. We can talk about your form. He does say that.
Son of a bitch.
How did we determine that I got the falchion in my possession? Did I pick it up at the blacksmith, or
No, the footman threw it to you from the interior of the house.
all right?
Now, is he technically a large-sized creature when he's an Ifrit? So
Yes.
each rather. So is this a large-sized falchion?
Yeah, it's a big.
I'm assuming that this thing's like as large as me.
It's big.
Like, there is no reason that the nobleman would have had this other than to go, look at the size of my falchion.
Yeah.
On the wall.
He's pretty much that guy.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you want to come up and see my falchion?
Yeah. This is the largest, like, legitimate sword that the blacksmith could make. I bought it.
Like, you might have noticed, like, if you were a little more expert in armor and the styles of it, that yeah, his armor basically screamed operator. He's a mall knight.
But
He's got a lot of wall hangers. This falchion is really well made, and it's got the maker's mark of Bud K on the bottom of it.
Yikes.
Well, there was also, like, there were sword makers that would make swords that were not wieldable, but they were made simply to show off the sword maker's ability.
Exactly. And this is a guy with wealth and an interest in arms and armor, which you will find out later.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the meantime, I would like the tanner to make to help me make a scabbard for this thing.
All right.
Wait, did you say a scabbard?
Scabbard.
I'm still hearing scabbard.
Yeah, sure. I need it for to make a scabbard so I can stab you with it.
It's a new kind of scabbard.
It's a bladed scabbard. It
Yep.
completely negates
The
use of a scabbard by
Yeah,
covering
your dog.
the
I heard you
outside
like
in
swords.
blade.
So put a sword in your sword.
Honestly, this nobleman probably has one already, because I can't think of anything that is more Bud K than a scabbard.
Which is why I need the only thing more Bud K, which is a snakeskin scabbard.
He also has a sword cane. It's a sword that has a cane inside of it.
It is neither good at being a sword nor is it good at being a cane.
Consistency is key here.
You know, I'm starting to feel personally attacked by this.
Good. You ought to.
Sons of bitches.
I should have saved all of this detail for the dinner, but we'll get back to it.
Anyways, Caladrill's got nothing else to do, so he goes with.
All right. Okay, so you guys make your way down the Tanner. There's a bit of walking. It's mostly quiet in the town. Like, a lot of the people have evacuated even the surviving amount of the town just because they weren't particularly confident at when these waters would stop rising. So it's very quiet out here in the streets.
This is fun.
Most of the merchants and stuff that have surviving shops have stayed with them out of that sort of stubborn, this is everything I have, and I'm heavily invested in it. And it's really difficult for me to move all of my possessions because I'm a freaking merchant at a moment's notice. So, gee, I hope the water doesn't come up here.
If there is any type of linen store or a fabrics or tailoring store of any kind, I have some missing gold thread that I need to reattach.
High or low?
Again, it's got to be above the waterline, so high.
Jesus. Did any of this town get destroyed?
Only the poor people by the water.
The cleric was destroyed.
All right. No. Here's how we do it. Is the are the ship docks still around? Again, high. There you go.
I'm glad that was narratively appropriate. No, they floated up to higher ground and then reattached themselves.
Perfect.
No more ducks. So you do find a seamstress. It actually seems to be sort of a house business combo. It's just a little sign out front that says, alterations and stuff. It's not a full fabric store by any stretch. Mildred Wiggins, proprietor.
All right. What are your finest threads here? Do you at least have proper linen?
Mrs. Higgins.
Oh, linen? I'm sure I've got some linen. Natural or in dyed colours. Oh, Mildred, by the way.
Hello, Millie.
It's always Mildred.
Well, natural in colour.
Let's look at your colors.
All right, I got brown. I've got grey. I've got black. I've got green.
Slightly darker black.
I've got
I'll take the natural, thank you very much.
tan. Oh, okay. Comes back with a bolt. Normally I don't sell fabric, but because it's my own stock. But you look like you need some fabric.
Menacing with a giant falchion and like a head of a snake lady. And several spools of her flesh.
Mostly burned clothing.
Yes. Also, is there any chance, I doubt it, is there any chance you have any gold thread?
Gold thread? Oh, no. That's a little too rich for my blood. I mostly deal in linens. Simple linens.
I'll take a bolt in it.
All right, love. Here you go. Good luck to you.
How much?
A silver.
Okay. And yeah, I continue my way to the tanner. I can talk to the tanner, or if there's other narrative things going on.
Well, we'll jump over to Reyna and Shalelu.
Okay.
Other than the crowds of people everywhere, you are alone.
Is she like flexing her hand and sort of getting used to it again?
Yeah, for the most part. Like, she just sort of unconsciously working it. She just looks at you. Now, the funny part is it doesn't actually feel different.
Well, I think that's kind of the point.
I suppose, but I really feel like it should feel somewhat different.
Maybe it's just you that feels different.
Could be. Hand on the chest. You don't feel any different.
Oh, a little worse for wear than I've been in a couple of situations, but I feel pretty good.
So you said you knew that horrible creature before?
Well, no is a bit of an overstatement. This was not the first time that we had come across her. We did not fare as well the first go around. We basically kicked our collective asses. Caladrell, the town, and she escaped in the confusion. But I did find this, and I will show her the letter that I found in the rubble. It was from the one sister to the other. And
So
I said,
she was related to the
yeah,
yeah.
which I guess you can see is why I was so very surprised to come across this one in town. Like, I knew she had fled. Were we in Magnamar?
Yeah.
Knew she had fled Magnamar, but I didn't really know where she had ended up.
Well, maybe she didn't have anywhere else to go.
I suppose that's possible, but I'm just as pleased that she's dead.
I mean, she obviously was masquerading. She wasn't directly contacting her sister. At least hadn't worked up the courage yet.
Either that or she was just watching to see what we did because she knew that we were in town.
Possible. Well, that's one thing you don't have to worry about anymore.
And what is that?
Oh, her following you.
Yeah, I'm real tired of her. Last time we met, she went invisible and got behind me and shooted me in the back with that stupid spear that she's got. That's kind of my game, and she beat me at it, and I didn't that.
Well, now you got a horrible spear and a really creepy mask.
Woo.
That thing looks weird.
Yeah,
You think it's just
super
affectation, or do you think there was a point?
What was the question?
Do you think this is just affectation? She's messing with the mask. Or was there a point to having it?
I don't know. Do I remember anything from, like, was there anything in the previous time that we met her that would have, like, let me know what the mask does?
Not specifically from that, though. There have been other masks that you've run across with different properties.
Oh, is there, okay. Is there anything on the mask, like, relating to maybe the Sahedrin rune, or like, are there any symbols on it other than just the design of the thing itself with all the weird spikes on it?
Make an investigation check.
All right, give me a second.
Perception or whatever it is.
You're right. Oh God, what just happened? I hate this touchscreen so much. Okay. There is no investigation, so I guess it's just perception.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah.
Jesus. You don't find any Sahedrin markings. You do see a series of runes around the inside. They're namely carved specifically around the eye holes in this mask.
Okay.
You don't recognize them, but they are specifically carved in there, and especially on the inside, in a place where, I mean, it's really doesn't make a lot of sense decoratively.
Well, I'm definitely going to want to get that. I have to sneeze again. Have somebody who can read arcane runes tell me what that means before anybody puts this thing on.
I'm afraid that's a little out of my wheelhouse, dear.
Yeah, it'd have to be Jerome or maybe that cleric.
Or maybe that Caladrel.
No. No, never.
God,
Things.
are you standing right there? Did you go with
Are you
Jerome? Or
walking on my private conversation?
Room.
Okay.
I am leading a party.
Yeah, you have everybody but the.
I have an entourage.
You're strutting.
I mean, if I'm going to be a third wheel for anybody, it's going to be for Jerome.
Thank you.
Aw, that's adorable. More of a fourth wheel, though.
What?
More of a fourth wheel.
What?
Or possibly fifth, because you've got Turkar and Joannis with you.
Yes.
Man.
So you're the fourth. You make a stable cart.
Shalelu looks at you.
Nobody's ever called me stable before. Thank you.
Aw.
I mean, it's still misaligned and a bit wobbly, but it's a little bit more stable than a tripod.
Oh, but I'm a tripod.
No, you're not.
Don't.
Don't engage.
Don't. No, bad. Don't.
You're an arachnid at this point.
No, he's got wings. He's just a flying insect.
That's true.
Yeah, he's like a dragonfly, but dumber.
Watch your thorax, buddy. All right, so Shalelu turns to you and just goes, I want to go back to bed.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
I am not tired.
Oh,
She's got two hands and she wants to use them.
I will sort of get up and allow myself to be led back to wherever we have a bed at our disposal. But on the way, I will say, hey, Shalelu.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you're okay.
Thank you.
And then they fucked.
Yeah, but no one wants to hear about that. So let's come back to the entourage.
Go right back to the tanner. So the real intimate setting, the stench of urine. All right, to the tanner.
Okay, so here's the fun thing. I think I know what to make for my first time ever crafting a wondrous item. Though we need a little bit of dialogue first. So
wondrous item?
That's one of the things I picked up with this most recent level is the feat to craft wondrous items.
Ooh.
But I need reason to know why to make them. So Joannis, if Turkar here is kind of following your ways, does he have to wear a different kind of armor or something like that? I don't see you wear a whole lot of armor.
Yeah, I mean, it does. Freedom of movement is very important for what I do.
So he's not gonna be able to wear like what you wear, like a plate or like a chainmail or something like that right now, don't you?
He doesn't wear anything, I don't think.
I think Turkar's in chainmail.
We gave him a shirt or something and then cut wing holes in it for him.
It is a chain shirt that has been modified.
Yeah.
Now that you come to mention it, that might be some of his trouble.
What do you?
The hell?
Yeah, this is. Wait to cue the music. Don't worry. How do you feel like trading up?
What?
How do you feel like trading up? Because something I could do is once we get this this skin into the tanner, I can make proper bracers from it, which in of themselves are not armor, don't provide any protection. But they will when I infuse them with my mage armor.
That sounds amazing, and I wish I had some.
Sorry, buddy, you're only an NPC.
I want to make sure that Takar here has some compensation for the fact that he'd be giving up his chainmail shirt.
I don't see a reason why bracers would interfere with what I'm trying to teach.
All right, it's going to take me a bit of time, and I have to do some research, but I think this could work. So yes, first I have to craft a meticulous, fantastic, ornate set of bracers worthy of my name. And then, I just do a little incantation for a while and pour some effort and magical effort into it, and then poof, we got some magical.
Ch.3, you better put some stylistic input in here, or you're going to wind up with bracers that glorify Jerome.
It would be like roses and hearts and poetry written all over it.
Well, to be fair, I feel like I'm just excited he's offering to do this for me. I'm not going to do that, only because it wouldn't occur to me that he's going to gay this up as much as possible.
I prefer the term flamboyant.
It just says Jerome on one, and it says for all your clothing needs on the other.
Yeah,
so I'm going to be a walking.
I'm going to turn you into a NASCAR racer and just cover you in advertisement.
Yep. Now they know who owns me. Fantastic.
No, I like to make sure that the clothing items that I craft for people has is defined by them. It has a part of their essence and signature into it. I did the same when I created apparel for Reyna. I should do the same when I create proper bracers for you.
So he's going to take your essence.
Yeah.
Great.
He's going to sap your essence by fluoridating your water.
Wait, what?
What?
This took a weird turn.
It really did.
Just now?
I mean...
So yes, the clothing is a collaborative art with the subject itself, is Jerome.
Yes. Give me some themes here. Like, personally, obviously my themes are flames and the fire within. Reyna is a sneaky creature of the night with a certain amount of seductive prowess to her. Hence, what the particular design aesthetics that went into her bustier, or what was it that I gave her?
The bodice.
Bodice.
Animal magnetism.
Yes.
Come hither, animal magnetism.
What screams you?
I know how he screams typically.
Feathers, probably, would make the most logical sense, I would think.
Feathers, beaks, talons. I can work with that.
I think we turned out he doesn't have an actual beak.
I don't know why this is still a subject of discussion. But yeah.
I mean, the bird theme was what I'm going for here, not necessarily simply Strix.
I mean, to a certain degree, he's already wearing feathered bracers, so.
Sure.
I make the bracers look exactly like your wrists.
Perfect. This way no one knows they're there.
Aha!
Anyways, give it some time. The tanner has to do his magic first.
Okay. But yeah, no, I'm definitely interested.
Fantastic. And it gives me, something to try on first before I actually make something of import.
That is how you rate your car.
Yep. Right over.
Don't worry. You're going to get magical bracers of some degree out of them. I just can't guarantee you what degree.
So you arrive at the tanner's. Hello and good morning. What can I do for you?
Two things. One rather standard and straightforward. I have this snakeskin leather here that I need treated before I'm able to start working it into my tailoring needs.
My word, where did you find a snake that size?
It wasn't exactly a snake, but
An old lady.
yeah, it was a mean old lady.
Wow.
She had venomous words.
Fine, I'm sure it's none of my business.
And then the other matter of business, I had this head here. What's the best way to preserve a head?
Interesting question.
I think he more needs a taxidermist than a tanner.
Yeah.
Well, a tanner might be able to direct me to a taxidermist, but this is a good a place to start as any.
Call high or low.
Damn it.
I think you want more taxidermy in that case.
Where's the nearest one in town?
Well,
Right over there.
You're right across the street.
yes, next door. It's Charles Testa.
Did you guys both pick this location for its atmospheric qualities?
To be honest with you, I'm the one that sets the atmospheric quantities around here.
I'm sure the taxidermist isn't far behind.
No, he's upwind though.
Good plan. Good plan.
It's just it's a little more convenient for us to both be near the same pits of offal.
Yes. So, okay, for the snake skin though, how long and how much?
Well, it's going to take probably at least a week to a week and a half for such large pieces of leather. Every time.
You said it anyway. I said don't say it, Dave.
And how much?
That should run you around 2 gold pieces, I would say.
2 gold pieces? I'm bringing the leather.
Well, it's a lot of work. I mean, you haven't scraped it yet. It needs to be fleshed a little bit.
Fine, 2 gold pieces.
Snakeskin is very delicate. It takes a special touch.
Yeah, delicate. Do you see how thick this is?
Still, though, you don't want any of the scales delaminating, now do you?
No, I don't. All right, 2 gold it is.
Very well. Pleasure to do a business with you. Now, you mentioned there was another task you were interested in, or was that the head?
That was the head.
Very good. I should get to work on this right away. Check in about a week, and I'll see if it's ready.
Okay. I think with that amount of leather, I should be able to armor a small platoon.
It is quite significant. I would say you should be able to fabricate several glorious items.
All right.
It has a very nice shimmer.
That it does.
Oh god.
Stop it. Stop sneezing.
I want to so bad it hurts.
Johannes looks at you and goes, does that guy seem a little weird to you?
He's another level. Kill him.
I was gonna say I hate everything about that voice.
Joannis, have you noticed the company I keep?
That is a good point.
Come on, let's go to the taxidermist so that we can figure out how to properly preserve this head.
I'm sorry.
You want to try that? Never mind. Let's just go.
Taxidermist. He was playing and Ethel Merman was on it. I'm dying.
You knock on the door. Edie's answered by a wolf.
Just kidding, Chuck Testa.
I
Hello?
immediately presented it the head.
Nope, Chuck Testa. Charles Testa jumps into the doorway
Yep.
and says, "Oh, woo. Okay, I'm assuming you want that mounted, huh?"
Yes, if ever there was one to mount, this is it.
But
All right. That'll be interesting. I don't usually do humanoids.
Oh, don't worry. She didn't have legs.
Human does it. Like there's
Great.
obviously something other about it. So the guy's not like, who did you murder and why is this their head?
Yeah. So, I'm hoping this was legal.
Don't worry. It was entirely consensual. I consented to killing her, and she is now dead.
it went perfectly.
Right. Okay. What? Anything special that you want? Just keep it natural. No.
She was a smiler. Let's make sure that there's a smile on her face.
Okay. Smile. You got any details? Nature of the smile? What are we talking about here? Grin.
She was a bit of a smirker.
A smirk. Okay.
Yeah.
Like friendly, erotic.
No. There's nothing friendly about this woman.
Okay. So like evil smirk.
Venomous.
Venomous. Got it. I could see that. All right.
Grin.
All right. Well, that'll be probably about, I would say, a week. I could get that to you. Special order. Cost of sawdust these days. Probably about 3 gold pieces.
3 gold pieces? You're as bad as a tanner.
Well, I like to consider myself to be significantly better than the tanner.
Are you telling me he's not any good?
Oh, I'm sure he's perfectly good at what he does. It's just, not as artistic.
This is really worth it to me. I really, really want this.
You will believe this head is alive.
I mean, I want to believe it's still dead, but do as you must.
Ah! Kill it again. All right.
All right, so that was 2 for the tanner, 3 for the taxidermists, and 1 silver for the tailor, the seamstress. All right. Now, can you direct me to the most luxurious bath that exists in this town that I can pay for?
Well,
Points at the new waterfront.
yeah. It's like out that way there used to be a decent inn. Now it's more of an under than an inn. One of the squirrels laughs.
I am alive.
I give it a dirty look. You better shut up.
Geez, honestly, all of the visitor accommodations are downriver now. Weren't you staying somewhere?
I have befriended a nobleman in town. I will use his facilities.
I can't think of a better place to take a bath than that. Lucky you.
I just have to inform him I will be doing this.
Oh, make it a surprise.
Yes.
A turkey
I often
gobbles
like
an
to
appreciation.
surprise with my nudity.
A turkey gobbles an appreciation of the joke.
Quiet you.
This shop is chocked to the gills with various stuffed animals. It's like
Not like stuffed animals, but like stuffed.
like stuffed
Animal.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just
You are being sort of oppressed by the quantity of animals in this space. It's like if you imagine Victorian hunting lodge sort of thing, but then you took the slider from the very low position that Victorian hunting lodge represented on this scale and cranked it all the way to the end so that there was no visible wall space that wasn't animal. And they are all in various positions and have from fierce to comical expressions.
But stags do not smile like that. In fact, I'm pretty sure they don't smile. That's not natural. Also, why does it have like human teeth in it?
Yeah, it's definitely a stag with like human teeth in it.
Okay, I turn back to my my entourage. Right, so lunch first or baths?
It's literally been an hour since breakfast.
Yeah, but he threw up everything.
That's true. I forgot that you vomited everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I don't really need to eat, but I think you threw up a little bit on me.
So you're saying now is the prime time for lunch?
Not what I was saying.
All right, baths it is.
Ch.3, you would know that you already took a bath.
A boy bath.
In the fountain.
Yeah. I don't need to bathe. Ever.
Caladril has Ch.3 has just declared that he doesn't need to bathe in full sight and hearing of the rest of you guys.
I am going to
There's a fox giggling silently to himself.
Hush you. No, I went earlier. I did the thing earlier with the fountain and the people. It was like a Roman bath.
I mean, I'm fine with Roman baths. I just like to be clean at the end of it.
Well, that's not how you get clean, FYI, but whatever.
That's not how you Roman bath.
Right.
Also, cover myself in a little bit of oil and do a little bit of wrestling. That's just a normal thing. That's how you bathe.
Go.
Scrape yourself with a stick.
That's
yep.
What I was about to say.
I'm just going to take a regular bath alone, if that's okay with the rest of you.
It's not. That's not how you team build.
I'm not technically a member of this team.
Well, not with that kind of attitude, you're not.
Right. You spilled blood with us. Surely you are more than comfortable bathing with us. Come on, let's go.
Get them tights off, and I smack his ass.
That's a good way to get stunning fisted.
I mean, lesson 1.
Don't ever touch me.
You don't smack his ass.
Damn it.
His ass is not there.
It's not smackable.
It is unsmackable. All right.
He has special bracers for that.
Ass bracers? I don't.
Yeah,
he says, "Watch it. I could break you."
Dewey just called from Pismo Beach. He said, "There's no way he grabbed your ass."
Fine, we will go back. I just am not actually relenting, or not actually agreeing to this communal 3 men in a tub thing.
I mean, they might have separate tubs, but if it's just one giant tub, I don't care. Let's go.
Rub-a-dub-a-dub, 3 men in a tub.
You hush.
That was the peregrine falcon perched above the door.
Yeah.
So
okay.
now that I have handed off the leather and the head, I will go back to the nobleman's house.
You get good morninged by a skunk on the way out.
Thank you.
So your walk back to the uptown district is
Uptown girl. Sorry.
uneventful, except for the Strix bursting into song.
Okay.
It's some uptown funk, and he's gonna give it to you.
Word.
So you arrive back. Reyna and Shalelu are not hanging around in the courtyard, you notice.
That's fine. I didn't expect him to stay. I'd expect him to go right back to bed. I was quite tired when I woke up.
I find it hard to believe that Jerome would be that dense about what would be happening there.
Well, I'm not dense. I assume that you go back, sleep, and wake up, and then fuck. I mean,
He's definitely an early
gotta save
riser.
your energy.
Been up for less than an hour at that point.
How much sleep do you require?
I take a short rest.
I believe in proper leisuring.
Okay, but
I don't know though. There's a lot of virtue in a sleepy fuck.
I mean, there are three things in life. There's sleeping, there's fucking, and there's eating. What more do you want?
there's a lot more than three things. Why? How is
Okay,
that?
also burning shit. That's four things, all right? Four.
The list is just so oddly small. That's all I'm concerned with. I don't get.
Everything else is just to get to those three things.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, there's pretty much one thing in life, and that is loyal servitude and self-improvement. I guess that's two.
who asked you?
No, you just do those things to get those other three things.
Right? Who is this guy?
Seafood,
Sometimes I feel like I don't know you.
Fine. Do remember that we are trying to find the commander of Fort Rannoch at some point. That is why I'm with you.
Wait, what?
Great.
When did we sign on for that?
I'll be in the bath.
Before we
Do you think that the commander of Fort Rennick wants to be greeted by this foul stench?
Right?
He's an upstanding man. He wants to be presented with people that are in respectable form.
At some point, I might get used to you lot. I don't know when that's going to be.
today's not that day.
I've been
I
with,
mean, if you do happen to do that, let me know how.
I've been with this lot a long time. It doesn't grow on you. It just sinks its hooks in.
Grows on you like a mold.
It just rides you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they just kind of fester.
I am wildly uncomfortable now.
That's my whole goal in life.
Well, you should be.
All right. So you try to make arrangements for bathing in the mayoral mansion where you are. There seems to be a few places to do that bathing in
The
this
mayoral mansion. Why did I go back to the mayoral mansion?
because that's where you were staying.
Oh no, I was going back to the nobleman and posing on the nobleman's house.
Oh, well, if you do that, then hold on. I thought you would go where your rooms were, but whatever.
That would make sense. We don't do that.
I mean, the mayor's house is overrun with the plebons. Like,
the poor.
yes.
Yeah. Well, you will enter this nobleman's house and see that it also has a fair amount of people in it. The amount of people that have to stay in the courtyard is not because people are keeping them out of at least these two houses. It is simply because there is overflow.
Oh, fantastic.
You will also notice that everywhere there isn't a peasant, there seems to be a suit of armor or some wildly impractical pole weapon.
Status quo at this point.
Where is the bare spot on the wall?
The bare spot on the wall is right in the foyer,
Oh,
above a rather ornately carved fireplace mantle. There is a matching scimitar that is at an angle above this fireplace.
I don't want to lug this thing around, so I'm going to put it back where it belongs for the moment, and then inquire about its procurement later.
All right. It's fairly high up. This is a fireplace of the size that you could crawl into.
How in the world did that footman get it down?
Maybe there's a little footstool.
Yeah, you will see that there is a couple of chairs next to the fireplace. One of them is laying on its side next to the other chair.
Hey, Jakar, Joannis, one of you want to help me with the other end of this?
I do not.
What are we doing?
I'm placing this back where it belongs for the moment, and I'll inquire about its procurement later.
Okay. I only see 2 chairs. Probably have
one for you, one for me.
Okay, but you're probably gonna have to stack those to get up there, like in a meaningful way.
How heavy is this? No, this sword is way heavier than.
Pretty heavy. Make a perception check. Anyone who is in this room.
One sec. I have to wait 3 days for it to change tabs. There we go.
Okay. Jerome, you find the hooks on the wall. You're like, oh, it was supported by those. Caladrel, you notice that the leg of the chair that is laying on the ground is cracked and sitting off at an angle, like the leg of the chair broke.
That sucks.
Drakar, you notice a fresh chip out of the stone mantelpiece.
Perfect.
So he dragged this thing down.
So yeah, putting it all together, it looks like he stacked a couple of chairs, got up there, picked the thing up. The added weight seemingly broke a chair leg. He fell most of the way down and bounced it off the stone mantelpiece.
He's lucky he didn't decapitate himself.
He is lucky. He was in a hurry.
I mean, meh.
It looks like you have a height issue here, though.
All right. Well,
unless somebody is flying.
Let us just lay it on the ground for the moment. I don't think anyone's going to run off with it.
You lean it up against the hearth, which is not lit at this moment, but
all right, that's a lot of heavy shit I'm no longer carrying. Now let me get rid of the rest of my my impediments and properly bathe.
So he strips in the foyer. Joannis is like, seriously? I'm okay.
Haven't even found the person who lives here.
I should have saw it coming. I am going to find the nobleman. Abelepsy? I forget what he said.
Ambrose.
It's pronounced ambrosia.
Abernathy? Arbite.
Yeah, Arbart Abernathy.
My name's Masterson. Arbite Abernathy.
What the fuck is going on?
So
old inside joke.
Yeah, he finds one of the servants of the house. We would request bathing facilities. That fight out front were a little gooey. The footman, oh yes, of course. Oh dear God, why are you naked, sir?
I'm a bird.
Because I'm covered in filth. Why should I keep on filth?
This way, please.
Yes, thank you.
This guy is very judgy.
This man knows. This man understands. He's with me.
Long-suffering sigh. He directs you to a bath chamber. This one has side-by-side tubs.
Oh, excellent.
One of
All
them.
right. No need taking turns. We got two can go at a time. I stroll right in. Is it already properly drawn?
No, sir. You just came through the door and asked for a bath. I will go down and fetch some water.
Well, thank you. Don't worry, if it's not hot yet, I can provide the heat.
That will make it much faster.
Yes, that will be very handy. Please don't burn the house down, sir. And he goes down and fetches some water. About 3 people come back with large vessels of water in some time. Fresh from the cistern, sir.
Fresh from your sister?
No, sir.
I take it this guy doesn't find me funny.
What was your first clue?
No, sir. My sister died in the floods.
Yes.
Anyway, leaves the water, fills the tubs, and leaves.
Bereavement leave? Immediate family is usually good for at least 5 days.
That's not how this works.
Clearly.
I mean, he lives here too. That's just awkward. Like, I'm just here, but I'm not working. But I didn't get to go anywhere. I'm here.
So if you really want, I can expel a spell slot to heat the water. But
If you want hot water, because he definitely just brought up cold water, because you said you didn't care.
Yeah. So
I start splashing around in the cold water.
There's
so
water
I can
all
do a
over
very
the floor now.
controlled, like burning hands into the water.
All right.
That worked. Trust me.
Good. All right. Glad to hear that it worked. Joannis is sitting in the corner in like a lotus position with his eyes closed, desperately trying to remove himself from this situation.
What is it with you monks and modesty? I mean, you run around shirtless.
Out of necessity.
What's the matter? And out of necessity, I removed my clothes. They were disgusting.
In the foyer.
Oh, yeah.
I would not be surprised if they pushed those into the fireplace after we left that room.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Save me the trouble.
Good thing you got that thread out of there first. So you do that. Raina.
Yeah.
You and Shalelu have not slept.
No. But we did just wake up an hour ago, so it's not unreasonable that we haven't slept.
She has full dexterity.
I am elated.
Yeah, in her newly attached hand.
Which was her dominant hand, too, if I remember correctly.
That is
I
correct.
don't know why we're going into all the details in this. Let's go back to me being naked.
This is post details. Your sheets are now a match with Caladrel's.
No, they're not. No, never, ever, ever say that. That is not remotely true.
Nothing is that bad.
His need to be burned. Theirs might need a light airing out.
I don't know, man.
Some people would pay for those sheets.
All right, so you ship the sheets off to Japan in a
DM,
vending machine.
since I'm with like, and I'm not at necessarily full health right now, should I roll that fortitude save?
Sure. That means what you want it to mean.
I'm still a little embarrassed out by my other half, so I am for the time being keeping it contained.
All righty.
But it's difficult because damn, she's sexy.
I won't drink you like a milkshake.
That's not so sexy.
Hey, come on, keep it family friendly.
I'm sorry.
So as explicit as humanly possible.
I'm going to drink you like an apple juice. Wait.
There we go. There we go. That's much better.
Yeah, much better.
Capri Sun?
I'm going to drink you like a Capri Sun.
If I can ever get this goddamn straw in.
Yeah, getting it in sometimes, you know.
Those ones that used to come in like the little plastic bottle and you had to twist the top off of them.
No, let's not talk about that. That's a little too graphic.
The gusher things?
Oh, Jesus. No, those are candy.
Yeah, those are candy, but what was this other thing?
I know what you're talking about. I
It's
just
like a
can't
Kool-Aid. It was a Kool-Aid thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like this weird wax thing. Or no,
Yeah.
it was
Like a weird waxed plastic bottle that had this top that you had to.
Yeah, look.
I remember the real tiny ones that had like root beer in them. Like root
Oh,
beer.
you get like a selection of little hugs. I'm gonna drink you like a little hug.
All right, enough of that.
Okay. So yeah, you have your nickel nip and move on from there.
All right. I sent you a private message, but it ended up not being relevant because they didn't come back to the mayor's house. I was going to say that when they come back to the mayor's house and go to get in the bathtub, they find that Shalelu and I are already there.
So basically, now you are in a bathtub, but in a different house.
We're getting baths also.
You go to leave the room, and a couple of servants embarrassingly look away.
But I'm dressed. I mean, I got a towel on.
Yeah, they were suspiciously close to the door.
Oh.
What is it with this town and modesty?
Like, give Shalelu a knowing look and don't say a word about it. Are they women? Are they like housemaids or?
Yes. So you guys get a bath. There are bubble baths that are available.
Fuck yes.
Jesus. That was more exciting than the sex.
Bath.
Yes.
Man, it's been a long time since I've had a bubble bath.
Right?
There seems to be a few different scents on offer. Seems
The
like
only thing is that the bubbles are actually produced by servants, but with very long straws.
yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that they're long straws, so that they're not like creepily close to you, going.
Hey, enjoying your bath, like 3 feet away.
Trying not to pass out from hyperventilating.
Yeah. No, there are several different scents to the bubble bath available. Apparently, the lady mayor is an aficionado. There's
Mayor is a lady?
No, Mrs. Mayor.
Mrs. Mayor. Yeah.
The mayor's name is Mayor.
Yeah.
It's like the blacksmith being called Smith.
Yeah.
And the tanner being called Tanner.
Yes.
My name is Smith. You got eyes.
The baker's name is
Baxter.
Baxter. Yeah.
Because she's a lady.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's the lady.
Me too, it, Josh. I was totally gonna do that.
Okay. So you have a bath. You have a choice between apricot, made from real apes,
Ugh.
mango,
Perfect.
Fuck.
For middlemans.
the blood of the innocent, orange,
Ooh.
rose hips,
And a little
That poor girl Rose.
yeah, lavender,
lavender, rose hips, and a little Tahitian vanilla.
oil of cedra,
What?
He was a good lad.
I hate patchouli.
oil of cedra,
I don't like apricot, and I don't like mango.
Raspberries. Must have been a raspberry.
jojoba,
Sandalwood.
Ooh.
and ambergris.
We've already dealt with the vomit earlier today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably the lavender, unless Jalelu has a different choice.
Shalelu picks the sandalwood. She likes an earthier, more rugged smell.
I will smell the sandalwood and then sort of toss the lavender like I don't care about it.
Are you trying to say that like she wears the pants?
No, I just like sandalwood.
I definitely think she's the top.
So you were definitely picking your own bath, and then she picked one for her, and you're like, oh no, I want that too. You are desperately in love with this elf.
I thought we were bathing together.
Oh,
And I don't think that lavender and sandalwood would mix.
there are two tubs, but okay.
By all means, jam it together.
If there,
I thought you were going to get clean, but instead you're going to get a urinary tract infection.
no, if there are two tubs, then we will get clean.
Okay.
Probably,
Instead, you're going to be a bunch of dirty girls.
yeah, probably already having been somewhat dirty, you know, the walk here. But I did
Like a ventriloquist puppet the whole way.
I did deliver the killing blow, so I'm probably covered in gore up to my elbow. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but Shalelu got all up in that business, taking the skin off.
that's very true. Okay, so yes, cleanliness first.
And especially since you saved the bath till after the lovin'.
Yeah, that's
sheets,
not the order I would have done it in.
Those sheets are fucked.
I didn't realize you were that nasty.
Nope, it's canon now.
Yeah, it happened. It's over.
You had a gore-drenched orgy.
An orgy if there's still a
on borrowed sheets.
The worst kind of guest.
You're like fucking Johnny Depp.
And,
oh, come on.
and the butler thought that Caladriel sheets were bad.
Yeah. Woo! And for a surprise.
He's like, oh god, another murder.
Well, to be fair, in for a penny, in for a pound, and all that. So.
Yeah, I'm unaware of any of this and is enjoying his bath immensely and is singing a song.
Sing hey for the bath at close of day that washes the weary mud away. Yes.
Performance check?
Exactly.
There it is. Okay, I see it.
23. Pretty good.
I'm also like splish splashing along with the music too, rhythmically.
Splish splash. I was taking a bath.
No.
The servants are.
We do not diminish
You do not splish nor do you
Darren's name with that atrocity.
We do not diminish fifths around here, sir.
The bards are appalled.
Oh, the shark, babe. What?
Yes, that's a better Bobby Darin song.
Somewhere. So
Off
what do you sing in the tub?
Well, Somewhere Beyond the Sea, of course.
Okay.
flame.
Make it happen. At least a verse. You can't say you do it.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing.
What do you do during this, Drakkar?
As he's singing, I feel compelled to also join.
Perfect. I was hoping that would be the case. Roll it.
Well, that says slow clap, but it's just
General.
yeah.
Okay. 12. So yeah, you've heard this song. You jump right into the second verse. It's caw 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 caw. Right?
I am so excited to be a part of this.
Right?
Everything is awesome.
Joanna says, I'm gonna wait outside.
Are you sure? It'll be your turn soon.
Yeah, we're doing row, row, row your boat next.
Oh goody.
Consider it team building.
Yes.
Again.
So wait. If Joannis is not currently in the bath, and I'm in one bath, and there's two baths, does that mean that Ch.3 is in the other one right now?
No, I'm in the one you're in.
There's just another tub. No one's using it.
I thought the other guy was going to get in that one.
Joannis, there's a free tub. I mean, I heated the water just for you.
Perfect.
He gets in and realizes that, yes, Caladrel has been here the whole time. He was just practicing his water breathing.
Yeah.
Yes, he just pops up from under the water.
Very rude.
They become invisible.
That's right, Caladrel. You're here. What are you doing during all this? I forget. You haven't said anything.
I've been so incredibly still.
Oh, hi, Caladrel.
Human eye.
You can't see him.
Yep. It's awesome.
Just call me Draxadrel.
I like it.
That sounds like an antidepressant.
Caladrex.
Well, aren't I uplifting? Don't I make you happier?
No.
Something like
Oh. I don't know what I was doing. I was distracted for a lot of that. Sorry.
We were singing gorgeous songs of our people and
I
sharing
did
in their
sing.
music.
There's something about a bath and jojoba. Of course, I got my patchouli comment in there.
There is always and forever bath time and singing. Proper team building exercises.
I was saying I wanted to invent the bath bomb.
And what exactly is a bath bomb? Does it explode a tub? I don't understand that.
Just don't go like eating it or something.
don't go breaking my heart.
I mean,
Even if I tried.
Yikes.
So what are we doing? Are we
That's a
getting up
great
out of this
question. Everyone in the party is now bathing. Joannis gets in the other tub now that there is another tub, apparently.
There's always been two tubs, according to the DM.
Yeah. He gets in the other tub without removing his clothing.
I mean,
Did somebody sit on him?
Joannis, if you want, I'm sure that there's someone that will take your clothes away to be washed.
You
Yeah.
never knew people are the weirdest.
He takes his clothing and sets it on the side of the tub.
You were the one that always wrapped a towel around yourself whenever you were changing in the locker room, weren't you?
Yes.
Joannis, you have a lot to learn.
I failed to see your point. And thankfully, with the suds, I failed to see a lot more of you.
Well, and that is the point.
Wait, now I'm confused.
That's not difficult.
Okay, so what are we actually doing? Is this just the bath time part of the campaign? or-
I don't know what's going on.
We've been bathing and trying to get past this point, but people keep bickering about it.
Let's not bicker and argue about who bathed who.
Wait, what?
I mean, sometimes you need a helping hand to wash your back. Except for you, Caladrel. You have too many hands.
But
It's
you
just
have to reach the back.
Yeah, not a single one of his extra limbs reach his back.
I know, it's terrible.
What good are they?
It is a weird problem to have. Not that I have any more valuable insight or anything, just making a statement.
Now it's even worse because his wings are in the way. Like that center back just doesn't get got.
But he gets got. And
All
got-
right, I think that I'm properly scrubbed, or at least as much as going to get out of me as possible in a single session.
All right, so bath time draws to a close for everyone.
Sadness.
And I go to the cart to retrieve
Josh
fresh
is like,
clothing
this
for
is
myself.
why I play D&D. Don't take this from me.
Right.
Virtual baths is the best part of this game.
Virtual baths and singing.
How far are we, according to the map, from the Shimmerlands?
You are probably about a day and a half.
Oh, so there's no like going and coming back by dinner time. Okay.
No, and I don't expect I expect we'd be like personally. I expect we'd be going and then coming back, and then after we've been gone for a while, I come back and I get my leathers and such.
Well, problem is that the guy invited us to dinner, and we really have somewhere else to be.
Yes.
Yeah, resting after our long.
He
We
doesn't
have
know.
not had a moment's rest at all, or moments to shop. We are unprepared if we think that we're just gonna go hoofing it right now.
That brings up another interesting point. Is there a shop?
You could have just stopped it. We are unprepared.
Always, because that's the Spanish quote.
Is there a shop selling magical items?
High or low?
I mean, in a town this size, would there have been to begin with?
Low.
You don't know.
No, there was. It's just by the docks.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep, it's definitely gone.
It was actually below the dock. It was underneath the docks. It was a shady part of town.
If you're prepared to be underwater, then it's probably fine. I just can't get to it.
But they did have potions of water breathing. Unfortunately, they
They
are
weren't
all
waterproof.
underwater. There's now a bunch of fish that have water breathing capability, but they don't notice.
And now they drown.
Because it wore off, or
Because it canceled out.
2 water breathings make an air breathing.
It just inverses it, what you normally do.
I need a periaptive wisdom really badly.
Well,
I'll say.
our friend is still alive, and he'll, I'm sure, be able to cast that tomorrow.
No. That would heal my wisdom damage. I need a periactive wisdom to bring my overall wisdom score up. I need more key points, and apparently also a higher perception score.
You think that we're just going to be like running around and like buying, wisdom left and right?
Who sells wisdom anyhow? What the hell?
I mean,
You go to the wisdom store for that? Are we off to see the wizard?
It is shameless, and I appreciate it.
if I only had brain. All right. So I have bathed. I have gone to the carriage to get a fresh set of clothes that are not disgusting. I have asked with a silver for one of the fine people in the nobleman's house to properly wash the clothes that I left in the foyer.
They say, are you especially attached to these, sir?
I would like if I am to get rid of them, there's a bit of scraps that I'd like to take off them.
Okay. Because we can wash them, but we can't fix the burn holes.
Oh, fair enough. I unstitch the particular pieces of more valuable fabrics that are undamaged.
All right.
I go through so many outfits.
He's always figures that he's wearing the same clothes because parts keep moving to new outfits. There's always a little bit. It's homeopathic clothing.
Fabrics are expensive. Not like there's no reason to throw out gold thread when it's embroidered.
It's true. So you spend some time at that. Reyna and Shalilu, you're definitely done with your bath. Said, we should probably try to find the group, see what they're on about.
Yeah.
Make sure they haven't been
If
killed.
we're killing time for the rest of the day, I'll try and find some people to help. Sure, there are plenty of people in town who need help.
Yeah. So you come back out to the courtyard. You see Jerome coming back from the stables with additional clothing. Thankfully on, which is a little unusual, but Joannis looks exhausted by whatever has occurred to him.
Which does make perfect sense, given the fact he's been stuck with us for a large amount of time now.
Yeah. It's draining. Reyna and Shalelu both smell like sandalwood.
And
I know. We know what you're doing.
The only times I've smelled sandalwood is in shaving soap. Does this mean that you're freshly shaven?
That is inappropriate to ask, sir.
What? This is the only association I have with sandalwood soap.
Yes, highly inappropriate. But are you shaven?
I am not going to slap you right now. Okay.
I am on the other side of the country.
No, that's Shalelu talking to Jerome and Caladril.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why she would attack us. I mean, after all the help we've given her.
As an aside, I'm an elf. All right.
Well, I'm saying that I took the time earlier to shave my chest properly.
Oh God. Overshare, Jerome. Overshare.
What? Shouldn't it be obvious?
I prefer if it wasn't.
Do you shave your chest or do you just flame on for a second?
That's a very
Either gets the job done. Well, my hair is immune to fire, just like the rest of me. Well, not immune, but resistive. Anyways.
Great.
Yeah. We have dinner.
Shalelu's an elf. She has basically little to no body hair.
All right. Anyways,
How you elf?
we have been invited to dinner by a fancy pants, so I'm dressed to impress. Shall the rest of us?
Well, since it's noon,
Wait, when is dinner in this town?
8:00.
In this town, like it's different everywhere you go.
are
It
you
is.
are
There's
you
dinner,
saying,
there's supper, there's afternoon tea. Like,
are you saying, Jerome, that you get too hungry for dinner at 8? That's why the Ifrit is a tramp.
Oh my god.
Need you to calm down over there.
I want to so desperately. I am in so much pain.
I didn't know what time it was. I've been wallowing away the day in a bath.
Well, you managed to waste a good 2.5 hours, but
Well, we do have some people we could assist out here, and I know that I can set up a lot of improvised shelter, given my particular set of skills. Shalelu says.
Wait, are you gonna like build a shelter out of bodies?
wow, Jerome, that was really dark.
Well, what? Then like that? I don't know what you mean. Whenever I hear someone say a particular set of skills, I usually assume that they're meaning they kill people.
It's a fair shake,
If the movies tell me anything,
Maybe you should hang out with different people.
and not Liam Neeson all the time.
Yeah, just not like it's not all about Liam Neeson.
It's Liam Neeson's.
But
It took it.
wherever you go, he will find you.
I will remind you, dear, that in 23 minutes, we need to be in the Walgreens parking lot with this TV.
all right. So I will do whatever assistance I suppose that I'm capable of.
Liam Neeson, feel free to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Yep, good call.
Actually, with recent comments lately, maybe not.
It's fine.
Actually, with recent comments, he really ought to. We're definitely up his alley, and we know that now.
Oh. Anyways, let's move on.
I'll take money from Hitler, honestly, as long as there's money coming in. Hitler, feel free to. Never mind.
No,
And then we just,
no.
we just run the PR later.
Feel free to dead.
Like taking money from Hitler is actually diminishing Hitler, guys. It's an anti-Nazi thing to do.
You thanked Hitler.
God damn.
Oh my God, you thanked Hitler. I did not.
Hitler.
Yes, you did. You thanked Hitler.
Why would I do that? Well, I don't know. Kids in the Hall, feel free to sponsor.
Yeah, yes, that is a troop that can sponsor us.
To start making new episodes.
So, yeah, you bend your will to assisting. Shalelu asks for some curtains. You start stripping some of the houses of curtains, much to the sort of distraught and teary-eyed faces of some of the house staff.
Well, I mean, I could also like reach and grab some curtains from houses that are slightly outside of normal reach, but not outside of my mage hand reach.
Yeah, they just maybe that wouldn't have as ostentatious or as large a curtains. But we're going for that. It's setting up, tents and lean-tos and all sorts of things with that. Employing some stitching skills on your part, Jerome. A pair of able and dexterous hands helping out Reyna. Setting up, different rigging strategies with our flying partners.
Reyna and Takara used to live in the woods, so building temporary shelters is not entirely alien to me, but Shalelu is way better at it.
Shalelu periodically has to stop Drew. It's like the embellishments are not required.
go a lot faster if you would just do the bare minimum.
You don't even really need a house number, Jerome. You don't have to put that on the.
No, but how else will they get mail?
Okay, they'll probably have it centrally delivered. I'm gonna just call it out. Like it's okay. Like maybe come back. Second pass.
All right, but these people are people that need to be respected as human beings, and they should have all the amenities, including an address.
Okay, Maslow's hierarchy. Maslow was a wizard in Absalom that I knew, but
Do not quote a wizard to me.
don't you whiz over here.
It's okay.
Do not to me. All right. So you end helping everyone, and I will call the session there. Hopefully, we will have a non-bath centric priority next time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's take another bath.
Good night and good luck.